Every time we say goodbye, they all see that it's a lie. 'Cause we always give it one last try. Yeah, you've watched me break 1,000 times. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. Don't wanna know. I'm turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight. Without giving a warning, I'ma leave without giving a. But every time we say goodbye, we all know that it's a lie. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. Don't wanna know. I'm turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight. I just wanna be happy.
Won't you say why you're a stranger now? Your eyes escaping mine when I sit you down. Don't you feel like we're holding on onto a fairy tale, but the magic's gone? Been months of bluffing the blushes and faking the butterflies. Wake up, yeah, I'm kicking the castle down. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to
Every time we say goodbye, they all see that it's a lie. 'Cause we always give it one last try. Yeah, you've watched me break 1,000 times. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. Don't wanna know. I'm turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight. Without giving a warning, I'ma leave without giving a. But every time we say goodbye, we all know that it's a lie. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. Don't wanna know. I'm turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight.
Won't you say why you're a stranger now? Your eyes escaping mine when I sit you down. Don't you feel like we're holding on onto a fairy tale, but the magic's gone? Been months of bluffing the blushes and faking the butterflies. Wake up, yeah, I'm kicking the castle down. Wake up,
goodbye. They all see that it's a lie, 'cause we always give it one last try. Yeah, you've watched me break 1,000 times. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. Don't wanna know. I'm turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight. Without giving a warning, I'ma leave without giving a. But every time we say goodbye, we all know that it's a lie. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. Don't wanna know. I'm turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight.
Won't you say why you're a stranger now? Your eyes escaping mine when I sit you down. Don't you feel like we're holding on onto a fairy tale, but the magic's gone? Been months of bluffing the blushes and faking the butterflies. Wake up, yeah, I'm kicking the castle down.
Time to
Well, hello and welcome aboard, guys. Once again, we are back with another bang. We are presenting you this esports empires presenting Pmgc scrims, in which teams like Nova, STALWART Esports, BTR Alpha 07, and many more teams such as OR, Enigma Galaxy, or let's say teams like GODLIKE is present in the lobby. And you can already see that the teams are trying to fight it out and the teams are trying to put that battle into perspective. And I am your host, I am your caster. My name is Raider, and I am going to cast this beautiful match. So, guys, I hope you will enjoy the whole casting. The casting is going to be in the English language, so I hope you all understand and lively look at it. And the stream is also going on onto 7DIRECTIONS channel. You can just check it out, check their channel also, because there is a massive giveaway going on of UCs. So you can just go ahead and actually tune in onto the channel of 7DIRECTION Esports also. And this is a collaboration between 7DIRECTION Esports and Esports Empire, and my name is Raider. I'm going to cast this beautiful match. So yeah, there we go. The slot list is also present in the description. You can just go ahead and check it out. If there is any kind of issue, let me know. And any other than that, we have Nova Esports sitting at slot number 1, but there is nobody present over there right now, and the match just begun. You can see that after 120 seconds, or let's say the delay of 2 minutes, the match has been started, and you can already see the flight path is already over there. Let's talk about the flight path. It is going to cross a diagonal flight path is going to go over there from right now Query, and it is going to end towards the area of Novo Ripanoia, and you can already see that the teams are going to jump. Very frankly, I can say that teams are going to jump towards the area of Georgiapol. Pochinki would be a hub of teams right now. Prismok can be a good drop. Other than that, Rozok, School and School Aparts are also easily accessible, but drops like, let's say, Yasnaya Polyana, Severny, Shooting Range, Jarki and Stalberg could be a quite a far away drop right now. Other than that, if I talk about Sosnovka military base, that is also going to be very lovely to actually jump on and let's say gather the fights and gather the utilities and then take a fight right now. So let's see how the fights are going to be. Let's see how the gun game is going to be established. I can already see that the major chunk of the teams have already been jumped. GODLIKE meanwhile is still sitting in the fight path. I think GODLIKE is going to jump in the farther end. So let's see how the fights are going to be, because this is global streams. You never know what is going to happen, and this is far from away of the, let's say, older fights right now. It is going to be quite an interesting one to watch how the teams are going to put that carnage into a perspective. And I am really very sorry that I won't be able to see the charts and all. If you have any issues, contact the moderators, contact the other guys. So yeah. Other than that, we have a major hub going on into the areas of Georgiapol back areas. For example, you can see team number 21 and team number 17 is already going towards the area of Georgiapol. Team Navik is also going on that angle. GODLIKE meanwhile is jumping together with team number 19, and there is it. First shot has been taken down, one guy has been knocked out, and I guess this fight is going on into this area. You can already say Echoes R2K secured 1 finishes with that beautiful micro Uzi. Other than that, we have many more fights going on into the lobby. Look at that, we have another carnage coming up in the fight. We have team IHC going for the fight and going for the carnage. Godless, I guess, has secured 1 finishes. Let me check it out, and there we go. Godless has secured 1 finishes with that beautiful PP19 Bison, and this is actually known as team number 14, or let's say IHC Esports, which is going to represent their team in this kind of lobby. This is going to be quite an interesting one. Initial one phase knockout was there, one finish was there, but if I talk about team number 3, well, they are trying to cut those rotations, and this is Alpha 7 slot, and they are just trying to actually bail out from the situation because order has already been picked up. King, Paraboy and Jimmy is going to be over there right now, and this can be very risky, and you can see that they're going for that let's say Gatka 6 houses area, but IHC is already dominating onto these areas, so it can be quite risky. But I guess Jimmy has got the guns, Jimmy has got the arsenal to actually take him down, and there could be a fight coming up right now. Let's see what IHC, this juicy guy, can do at this moment, because it is going to be quite a risky one. It is going to be quite a tormenting fight. So let's see how the gun game is going to be manipulated, or let's say how the gun game is going to be secured into the fight right now. But I guess the 1v1 is going to be into the battle of Jimmy. Jimmy is going to go with head-to-head battle, and the other guy is also coming up. Team number 14 is already coming back into the fight. Already we have Zoil in the scene to actually give a, let's say, support to his teammate, assist his teammate right now. But already the team number 3 is already into the courtyard. We have Alpha 7 trying to actually bait it out. Some smokes have been cooked. IHC's team is going to go head to head with team NV. Let's see what happens to them. Let's see how the gun game is going to be established. You can already see the nades have been cooked. The utilities are already been used. Smokes are actually trying to pull up the area so that they can avoid the deflection. They can put out deflection so that teams are unable to actually push in onto this angle. It is going to be quite an interesting one to watch, that how the teams are going to tackle these fights, but still it is going to be quite a difficult one. But team number 14 is already coming back into the shots. You can see that Godless and the other guy, that is Alex, is also here right now. Now this battle has come up to a 3v4 situation right now, and there could be a casualty coming up. King is onto the far left angle. If I talk about Paraboy, well, he has been compounded into this let's say double story building, but I can see that it can be very risky. Jimmy meanwhile secured a knock. That's great. Jimmy has secured a knock. We have IC who has been picked off. That's bad for IC. But other than that, Alex and Zoel are already there to give a comeback. So if I talk about Zoel, well, he's pretty much far away from his other teammates. And you can see that shots are coming onto his angle. And there could be a casualty coming up for this team right now. And there we go. One more guy goes down. Alex is going to go down. Alex is not going to survive in this kind of fight right now. This is going to be a 3 versus 3 battle. Because the kind of tormenting damage given by team number 3 is absolutely brilliant. You can easily see he's going to go down. And there we go. The 3v3 battle comes up now right now. We have IC, we have Zoil. Oh, Zoil has also been picked up by Jimmy. Man, oh man, Jimmy is just tormenting the lobby. Look at that. He's just going all on it. He has secured 2 amazing finishes. He's not going to, let's say, stop at this point. He's just going to torment the lobby. He's just going to get those finishes into his courtyard, and this is going to be quite an interesting one. But let's see what eventually happens to them. If we talk about IC, well, he is trying to actually retaliate from the fight right now, but it's not that easy for this team because now they are into the situation of a 2v3. Initially they had secured first ever finish from the lobby, but then now they are choking onto their grounds right now, and you can already see Godless also goes down. Man, oh man, that was a beautiful trade. Godless comes up with a knockout, but other than that, we have another knockout coming up. Look at that, guys. This guy, IC, is coming back into the fight. There we go. This can be quite tormenting. Jimmy is going to take them down, if I'm not wrong. Jimmy can easily take him down, but the kind of damage that IC dealt is absolutely tormenting. He's taking that first aid kit so that eventually he could just heal up. But if I talk about Jimmy, look at that, guys. Jimmy is trying to torment. He has 3 first aid kits, but still, the damage is done. Jimmy secures 1v4 finishes right now. That's brilliant. Jimmy has taken down all the 4 members of Team IHC Esports. This is the start of Pmgc Srims, and look at that. In the match number 1 in the map of Virangal, this team actually secures their first ever clutch, and that was absolutely brilliant by Jimmy. He just tormented the Team IHC, and just like that, in the area of Gatka 6 houses, they have secured, they have taken that redemption into their favor. Just with the loss of 1 player, they have secured 4 amazing finishes. Man, oh man, what a gun game. What a fight which is going on in the lobby. That is going to be very lovely. Now let's see eventually what happens. If I talk about Jimmy, he is going to easily loot it up. If I talk about teams like Godel, well, they are going to the areas like, let's say, Yasna Polena and the surrounding areas. But we have ONIC, Job Frankie, which is getting knocked out by, let's say, which is actually knocking out team number 9 at this moment. This is team number 17. Let me tell you the name. This is Bigatron Ion, which is going to fight it out as which is going to fight the head-to-head battle. But I guess Brenky was the only one to get those finishes, and team number 9 is pretty much far away from that angle. Look at that, guys. Team number 9's from which Kitsune was picked off. They are already falling back. They are already going into the areas of cover, or let's say areas of rotation, so that eventually they could be in the zone after the first zone gets shrinked. So they have to be very vigilant about these things, because if so if the situation goes on, then it can be very risky. And let me tell you guys, there is a giveaway going on onto 7 Directions channel also, guys. So you can just go ahead and tune in onto 7 Direction Esports, and you can check out their YouTube stream where I am live only. My stream is going onto 2 platforms, onto Esports Empires channel and also on 7 Direction Esports channel. But there is a giveaway. There is a small catch. That is the giveaway which is going on onto the 7 Directions channel. If you guys want to enjoy the giveaway of UCs, free UCs, then you can just tune in onto the channel of 7 Direction Esports. You can just go ahead and tune in onto that channel also. You will see the same casting, you will see the same teams, you will see the same fights, and with the same latency, everything will be same. But you are going to get a giveaway of, let's say, some UCs. So just go ahead and check it out. I don't know about the whole detail, but you can just go ahead and tune on to 7 Direction Esports onto YT. Just search it out and you will just reach the giveaway. Other than that, if I talk about teams like team number 16, which is known as Bonafide, if I'm not wrong, Bonafide Esports, well, there we go. This is actually going to secure the area beyond Rozok. We have Cheetah in the scene. Other than that, we also have Siwas. We have Nukes in the scene. Other than that, we also have Yul FW in the areas of Rozok. That's brilliant. Currently, these teams are trying to actually be very dominant. They have got the loot, they have got the finishes, but right now they have to look into the kind of position which they want in the lobby, because getting those position points is also very crucial, and getting those finishes points are also very, very crucial. So there should be a balance of both the things into a lobby. Other than that, you are going to choke it very harshly. So that is the thing which these teams have to focus on. Getting those finishes points and getting those position points are going to be the equal aim of all the teams. But teams like IHC Esports has already been tormented into the hands of team number 3, and that was brilliant, man. What a fight coming up from team number 3. That was absolutely brilliant, and I guess the chat will be going on air for that. But if I talk about team number 9, Team Navi is going to be very close, and look at those space being dealt right now. Team number 13, LZR is into the trouble, and I can already see they have been picked off. Man, oh man, that's really very bad for them. I can already see Navik is actually going on point. They are just trying to thrash the lobby. They have secured 1 finisher. That's brilliant. But team number 13, after losing 1 player, is actually going on to the backfoot areas. Look at that. We have Isa Zat, and other than that, we have Joey, we have Fears in the scene, but Stars Well, he has been eliminated. That's a bad start for this team, but still they have 3 men left right now. There could be a battle of 3v3 coming up. They have secured 0 finishes, but if I talk about team number 9, well, after losing one player, they also have secured 1 finishes at this moment. So that's a good balance which they are maintaining, but still losing even a single player of your team can actually torment the whole spirit of your team, because as I always say, if a car has a 4 vehicles, then only it can be used, or let's say driven in a balancing way. Just like that, a squad must have 4 people. If you lose even one of your member, then the balance of that squad is going to go down. For example, if in a squad you just have an IGL, you have a assaulter, you have a sniper, you have a supporter, or let's say flanker, even if one single guy goes down, a role of your slot is going to miss. So these are the things you have to be very vigilant about. But of course, the second zone is also there. It has taken a central shift, and the whole zone is going to be very tormenting. 18 teams, 66 players are going once again head to head with the fights. But if I talk about team GODLIKE, well, Neo is noob is into the vehicles right now, and he's going to go towards his team, but there could be some other teams which are going to crush him. Let's see what happens. Neo is noob is trying to GODLIKE is trying to actually scout all the areas, but he can be actually tormented by team BONAFIDE esports, because BONAFIDE esports is already trying to crush the whole spirit of GODLIKE. But look at that, guys. Look at the kind of flank which these guys are trying to depict. But still, Neo is noob, secures a good compound, secures a hard compound, and now GODLIKE is back again into the circle. Let's see what GODLIKE does right now. Neo Huma has been tagged out. Look at that. Clutch God goes on. Clutch God gets that one beautiful knockout, but Clutch God has been picked. That was a beautiful trade by team number 16. Let's say team BONAFIDE esports is trying to actually get that beautiful trade. If we talk about Neo is noob, well, he is trying to retaliate. Clutch God has already been picked. That's a very bad start for this team. GODLIKE already going for that 3v4 battle right now. They have changed the battle from 3v4 to a 3v3 situation, but still, guys, GODLIKE, Clutch God has been picked off, and that's a really very bad start for the team. Clutch God getting those knockout was brilliant, but on the back angle, on the southern areas, I can only see team number 9 trying to torment, and there we go. The space are on point. Neo is noob could be taken down, but that was a good save. He is actually saved very, very much. But if I talk about Clutch God, well, after securing 2 amazing finishes, Clutch God is actually trying to secure more angles, trying to secure more fights right now. Meanwhile, Team Echo is going to fight with the Team APG right now. There could be a good comeback coming up, but I guess there is going to be another fight coming up. Team BONAFIDE is trying to secure more and more knockouts, or let's say more and more angles at this moment, which is actually going to give them a very good angle. With 2 finishes, Team GODLIKE is pretty dominant at this moment. They know that they are getting pressurized by some other squad, but still they are trying to play it very safe, very calmly. But if I talk about Team APG, well, we have another fight coming up. Let's focus on to that angle. Team APG and team number 21 is trying to fight it out. This is some other team which is going to take that battle into their consideration. But if we talk about Team APG, look at that, guys. They are trying to crush the whole hopes. They are trying to crush the fights. APG Jammy is going to be over there. We have Sky 9 and Q. Other than that, we have 6 Semp, Easy ZZ. Other than that, we also have Jammy in the scene. But Clutch God has been picked off. Man, oh man. GODLIKE getting crushed. Neo Huma is the only man standing right now. Look at that, guys. With 3 amazing finishes, Neo Huma is trying to tackle it out. Let's see what he can do. With 0 finishes, Neo Huma is very, very unsecure at this moment. Look at that. He is trying to actually get those angles into his consideration, but the pressure has been made because Clutch God has been picked off. And look at that last battle leaving dealt. Whoa. That was amazing. Man, oh man. This was brilliant, but GODLIKE getting crushed from team number 9. They were backstabbed, and just like that, GODLIKE also goes down right now, and team number 9 secures 2 amazing finishes. That's brilliant, but that was a pretty good start for team GODLIKE. They secured 5 amazing finishes in this lobby, but then they were taken down into the hands of, let's say, team BONAFIDE esports, and that was a total crushing moment from BONAFIDE esports and from team number 9, that is team Navi. Both the teams actually put a very tormenting situation for team GODLIKE, and just like that, GODLIKE was picked off. If I talk about team APG, well, man, look at that. They are also facing the wrath of the other team. But if I talk about team 21, Fat R2K, this is the only guy left right now. Look at those nades being dealt, but I guess he's not going to secure those fights, and just like that, he is also picked off. And there we go. Team APG secures another fight into their courtyard. But if I talk about team EVOS, we have Red Face, we have Micro Boy, we have KF, and we have LAZARUS also in the scene, which are going head to head with team number 12. Team Knight is going to see them, and there could be a fight coming up very soon right now. Team Knights from America is going to take the fight into their consideration, but team STALWART esports is already cutting those rotations. We can see that we have Dao Sahil, we have Sunan, we have Yanks in the scene trying to take those fights into their consideration. But of course, these fights can be very tormenting. They could be picked off at this moment. There could be a elimination coming up very, very soon, because the zone is going to shrink in very rapidly. As you can see, the third zone goes on into the western area. Let's say a central western shift was there. Pochinki is somehow still in the zone. That's brilliant. School and school aparts are still in the zone right now. Team number 3 with the first ever squad wipe is still here in the lobby. Jimmy is still in the lobby. Jimmy is trying to scout all those areas from where the fights could be there, from where the angles could be made at this moment, and that is going to be brilliant because you should know that how the fights are going to be into your consideration, or let's say how you are going to choke onto those points. So these are the few things which you have to be very aware about, and I think that team number 3 is pretty aware about the situations which are coming up, and team number 3 is already gaining their pace onto team number 17. Team ONIC could be picked off at this moment, but we have another fight coming up. Let's talk about team number 20. I don't know the name, but this is team 21, which is going to come up very soon into a fight right now. And team number 6 is facing the Wrath. There we go. Team number 6, or let's say in this short list I can see that's the name of next Rio Gaming, but I think this is STALWART Esports, some other lineup. We have Action being picked off, Pika, Scry and Top also securing those finishes into their courtyard. Pika actually securing 1 finishes, that's good, but he is going to go along with his teammates so that eventually they have a good grasp onto the zone right now. But team number 3 is already trying to put that pressure. Look at that, guys. They are trying to scout the areas. King is over there right now with that beautiful M416, and the other gun could be Beryl if I'm not wrong. Okay, that's AKM. Okay, that's UMP45. Yeah, that's great. But let's see how the fights are going to be into the courtyard or not. That is going to be the major concern. I can already see that the teams are trying to tackle it out. Teams are trying to fight it out, but this could be quite a risky one. They are trying to scout all the angles. Paraboy is also here right now with 0 finishes currently. But if I talk about Jimmy, man oh man, what a gun game by Jimmy into that Gadka 6 house area, because he secured 4 amazing finishes. He did a 1v4 onto team IHC Esports. There could be a comeback coming up into the next match for IHC Esports, but for this match, the hopes were crushed by this guy. This was fantabulous. This was actually phenomenal. The kind of finishes was absolutely brilliant. And once again, let me tell you guys, a giveaway is going on onto 7 Directions channel. You can just go ahead and tune onto that angle. And other than that, guys, you can follow me all also Instagram, and you can subscribe my channel also on YouTube. The whole caster details has already been flashed if I'm not wrong. You can already see the caster details will be there. Caster sources on the left side of the screen is there. My YouTube channel name is RaiderSlays, and my Instagram handle is also at the RaiderSlays. But we have one knockout coming up. King has been picked off. Man oh man, the fight is going into be the courtyard. But if I talk about Paraboy, he is going for that comeback. I don't think that is possible, and they are going to fall back at this moment because they already know when to fight and when to flight. And I guess they are trying to cut a rotation, or let's say go deeper into the zone, because in after 20 seconds or 20 or 30 seconds the zone is going to shrink in. So why not be in the zone? Why not secure a good location from which you can bait out, from which you can just actually aim onto team number 17 and pick them off. Team ONIC could be actually onto the crosshair of team number 3, but they are also onto the crosshair of team 9, team APG and team ONIC. So this can be very tiring for this team right now. Look at that. They have secured the mushroom tower, and right now they are going to fight it out from this angle. That's brilliant. Other than that, they are going to face the wrath of team number 12 also, because team Knights meanwhile has secured 0 finishes, but they are looking forward to get some more finishes, because after securing a good compound, now you are going to focus on to good locations where you can take a fight right now. That was brilliant. That was a brilliant shot coming up. Jimmy was picked off. Okay, Jimmy is still alive. I guess Paraboy was picked off. And the back gate is also open right now, which is another risky moment. There could be a snipe shot coming up, or let's say there could be a spray coming up at this moment. So they have to be very secure about those situations. If we talk about Team Aura, look at that. Jaden has been picked off. No Mercy is still in the vehicles. We have Sayapa in the scene, which is trying to fight it out. I guess there is some kind of glitch going on into this lobby. But if we talk about Kisha, well, he is still in the vehicles, and they are trying to provide some smoke so that eventually a good cover would be there. Other than that, if we talk about team number 11, the team Boom is still in the lobby. We have Boom Hexas, we have this guy that is Voker. Other than that, we have Boss KU X4. Other than that, we also have Ken 14 in the scene, 413. They are trying to put that battle into the concession. But if I talk about team number 13, man oh man, look at that. Team number 19 was the team number 9, or let's say team Navi was the one to actually get those first finishes into their courtyard. But I guess team Navi is again coming back into the fight. Look at that. If I talk about this guy Tixi, he has secured 3 amazing finishes, 2 from team number 13 if I'm not wrong, and 1 from team Godel. He was the guy who eliminated Neo Isno at the last. Otherwise, Team Godel would have been secured in this lobby, and Godel would have got the fight. But look at those space being dealt right now. There could be a connection coming up. Look at that. He's trying his level best, but the space didn't make a connection. I guess Team Boom could actually get those elimination. Boom could actually eliminate them out. Look at the kind of vehicle which is actually being tormented. The vehicle could easily go down, and at this moment, Team LZR could have been eliminated, but they are actually securing those momentum, those angles. That's brilliant. But Team Boom can very soon come up, very soon push in, very soon get those eliminations into the courtyard. You can already see we have Voker DY already going for that finish, going for that angle, going for that aggression at this one. That would be brilliant. But you can see that Fierce is trying to cook some nades, or let's say cook some mollies, and there we go. The connection was made. A little bit damage was also there, but that was not enough to actually put them down, put them to the sleep. So yeah, there we go. This is going to be quite an interesting one to see that how the teams are trying to enact in a fight. Teams are trying to get those aggression into the courtyard right now, because the kind of gun game is going to be quite a tiring one. And I am pretty fine, I'm pretty lovely, I'm pretty amped up to see that how the fights are going to be over there. Look at that, team number 13 already being crushed. A 2v4 fight coming up right now. There could be a good 2v4 elimination coming up. Team number 11 could be eliminated at this moment, because right now they are going to be flanked from back area. Team Aura is going to come up very soon, and if that happens, Team Aura could easily backstab Team Boom, and that could be a very let's say fortunate situation for team number 13, because they could easily be safeguarded, or let's say survive a little bit longer. You can see that they have been spotted, and there we go. A knockout is going to be over there, and that was a brilliant knockout. Now he's going to reload his gun and get those finishes into his courtyard, but he was unable to get those finishes because team number 20 is already trying to torment. Look at that, guys. They are getting backshot from the back angle, they are getting backshot from the front angle. They are actually getting tormented very frequently. I don't know what is going to happen to these guys right now, but the kind of fight, the kind of gun game, the kind of amazing punches are going to be very low key. And you can see that another zone is coming up. We have team ONIC still securing 5 amazing finishes. That's brilliant. If we talk about team number 3, look at that survival. Man, oh man, these guys are still surviving in the lobby, and that's brilliant. But I guess they are not going to survive for a longer time. Team number 13 is getting backstabbed by team number 3. That's brilliant. And we have Isa Jat, who has been picked off, and there could be a revival coming up if I'm not wrong, but Fierce is already pretty much preoccupied, so I don't think he is going to get that revival, and he is going to put a fight into the front angle. Look at that. He tries to put that spray into the consideration, but he never know that all the teams are trying to focus onto him, and just like that, oh, look at that. Team number 20, just like that, steals a backstabbing kill, and that was brilliant. Team EVOS, meanwhile, trying to push in onto team number 7 right now. There could be a good elimination coming up. Let's see how team EVOS goes on, and team number 7, that is NATUS VINCERE, is going to actually take those fights into their courtyard or not right now. That is going to be the major concern if I talk about team number 7. This is team FG. I don't know the full name. Furious Gaming. Yeah, Furious Gaming will be the name of this team. We have a Big Milo, we have Papi Pocho, we also have Scream MBC in the scene, and there we go. They are going head to head with team EVOS. Oh, look at that smooth spray. Man, oh man, that was a brilliant one. That was a brilliant connection being made. Jimmy was also picked off at team Envy, or let's say that NATUS VINCERE has been picked off if I'm not wrong. Team number 3's Paraboy is the only one left right now, but he has also been picked off. Paraboy also goes down. Only 10 teams and 28 players are going to survive in this lobby, and look at the kind of carnage which is going on. Team ONIC, meanwhile, getting tormented by some other team. Look at that, guys. Team ONIC's only guy, that is the only hope which is left in the lobby, is Rosie, but I don't think there is a survival coming up. He is the last man standing, and there we go. The slam-in was being made. Team Boom is already trying to crush the hopes of team number 17 right now, and there could be a good casualty coming up, and a small mistake could actually let them down. At this moment, they have secured the position at hashtag 10, but the other thing which I have to look into it is that they have secured only 7 finishes. That's not a great start for this team. Oh, look at that. They are already getting those shots. They are already getting tormented. I guess they could be taken down at this point, and there we go. Team Boom secures those beautiful finishes, but meanwhile, the trade has been dealt in the lobby. We have a numerous plays going on. You never know from which angle you are going to get tormented, and look at that. The kind of carnage is absolutely brilliant. Micro Boy also goes down, and the team EVOS is going to go down with only 1 finisher. That's bad start for team EVOS right now at this moment, but other than that, we have Furious Gaming fighting head to head with team STALWART Esports. Let's see how the gun game is going to be established. Okay, look at that, trying to scout all the areas, trying to put some space onto all the nooks and crooks, and trying to utilize UMP at his bullets. But look at that. Oh, they secured the finishes. That was brilliant. Thou Shall actually got that beautiful finishes into his courtyard. That was amazing. STALWART Esports again coming back into the fight. But if I talk about team number 20, well, this is a very opportunistic team, because if I talk about the guy known as 21 Badman, he was picked off, but after that, team number 20 just started stealing all the kills from all the other teams. They actually damaged team number 15. If I'm not wrong, team Aura was also punched down by this team. Team number 13 was also punched down by this team. Other than that, Nova's Paraboy was also actually getting picked off by that team. If I'm not wrong, Paraboy from team number 3. That is NATUS VINCERE. That was the team which was actually going to fight it out, but right now they are pretty much far away from the zone, and they have to be in the zone. But we have STALWART Esports shop being picked off, and that's bad for them. But we have another comeback coming up very soon. Thou Shall is still actually waiting it out, but he is actually going to go in the zone, because that is a very major situation. You have to be in the zone in 0 seconds. The zone is going to start, so why not be in the zone at this moment? And there we go. He has climbed the buggy. He's trying to push into the zone right now. From the top 5 teams, STALWART Esports, both the lineups are still alive in the lobby. But look at that, guys. They have secured a very good angle. They have secured a very very good fight, but still they are getting tormented. Look at that, the kind of carnage is going to be on point. But I guess Thaushil is still in the vehicle. He's trying to heal himself. He's trying to patch himself. All the 4 teams which are surviving in the lobby are trying their head-to-head battle to come up very soon. But we have team number 20, which is getting the wrath of team number 4. Look at that, guys. He steals 1 finishes. That's brilliant. If I talk about Sunan, he has secured 1 finishes, and there could be a high toss nade coming up. There we go. The jump nade was made. If the connection will be there, right, there could be a good knockout coming up. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Team number 20 has also the same strategy. They were also trying to cook those nades so that they can eventually take them down, and look at that, the nades are already been dealt. They are trying their level best to actually get those finishes into their courtyard, but both the teams are actually getting pressurized by some other team. If I talk about team number 6, look at that. Scry has been picked off. Pika meanwhile is trying to torment, but we have team number 4 which is gonna go down with that beautiful nade, because 1 nade is gonna take them down. Look at that, the connection will be there, and there we go. Sunan goes down, another nade has been cooked. I guess this is going to be quite a beautiful one to see. I guess he doesn't know the exact location, and there we go, another nade comes up. Let's see what eventually happens, and there we go. 10 finishes for team number 6. That was brilliant, but team Boom is absolutely dominating out of the lobby. They have quite a few finishes if I'm not wrong, and there we go, 13 amazing finishes for this team. They are still trying to torment, they are still trying to rain the fire, rain the wrath onto this lobby. But still, if we talk about team number 20, they have the 2-man power. If we talk about team number 6, they are left with only 1 guy, that is Pika, but he's more than enough to actually do some magical stuff. Let's see, will he be able to actually get those finishes? Oh, look at that, Pika comes up with a sneaky peek, and just like that takes him down. Just like that, he actually picks 1 guy from team Boom, but still 3 more men are left from team Boom right now. But team Boom's attention is pretty much diverged on team number 20 also, which is actually a very risky thing for them, because if the kind of damage is going to be on point, you have to be pretty secure, you have to be pretty vigilant about all the situation. But I guess there is a revival coming up. There could be a good spray coming up at this point, so that eventually team number 20 goes down. They are trying to throw some pan and all. I don't know what he's trying to do. Pika is just trying to wait the whole situation out, but he has to be in the zone. A molly has been cooked, a molly has been thrown. There could be a molly's damage coming up right now, but the molly didn't meet the connection. Now he's going to get thrown, and now he's going to push in, but he has been spotted. Random sprays are already been dealt right now, and another spray is going to be over there. But I guess Ken 4G was the one to actually get that beautiful finishes into his courtyard. Meanwhile, team number 6 has already been tormented. Now we are only left with only 1 team, that is team number 20. 2i season is going to be the only member left right now in the lobby. Foxy has been picked off. There is not a possible situation for a revival, and there we go. He has been picked off by that goes, and just like that, he has been spotted, and the match is over. The first match of 7D and Esports Empire Pro Scrims, that is PMGC Global Scrims, is here right now. And my name is Raider. I'm your host, I'm your co-caster, I'm your analyst, let's say. So guys, enjoy the casting, enjoy the whole situation, enjoy the whole carnage into the next match also. I guess that match will be into the map of Miramar if I'm not wrong. And whatever comes up, you guys be here and check out the caster socials also, guys, which is actually being shown onto the left angle of screen. You can see that my YouTube channel is with the name of Raider Slays, and if you talk about my Instagram handle, that would be at the Raider Slays also. And make sure to follow Esports Empire, make sure to follow 7D Esports, make sure to tune in onto the YouTube handle of 7DIRECTIONS Esports also, so that you can eventually get some giveaways of UC, that is unknown cash. You guys already know that. So yeah, there's that, guys. This is it. The whole match is over right now if I'm not wrong, and we'll see you soon pretty much into the next match. This is the stats which you can already see. We have team Boom securing that winner chicken dinner with some amazing blows, 16 amazing finishes to be exact. So that was brilliant. That was the kind of gun game which we wanted. I was pretty impressed by team NATUS VINCERE also, because the kind of finishes they gathered in the initial fight. Jimmy was the one to actually get that 1v4. I guess he's the only guy to get that 1v4 into this lobby, and that was brilliant. That was the kind of gun game which I ever wanted to see. But yeah, there's that. Now let's talk about the start of the match, if I can see them. Yeah, Boom Kent 413 is going to be the start of the match with a total finishes of 7, total defeats of 7, and a bonus point of 2. A damage will be of 738 with a total damage of 738. Aura Siapa is going to be the best companion from team of 15. From team Aura, number of assists is 0, revivals is going to be 4, health restored 171, survival time is 1141 for you. Other than that, Boom Kent 413 was the final eliminator also. With that, guys, our match is over. We'll see you pretty soon into the next match. Till then, enjoy the song. Till then, enjoy the break. And you can just rewind the stream and check out all the carnage.
Goodbye. I just wanna be happy tonight. For you in the morning, I'ma leave without giving a warning. I'ma leave without giving a. But every time we say goodbye, we all know that it's a lie. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. Let go, don't wanna know. I'm turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight.
Won't you say why you're a stranger now? Your eyes escaping mine when I sit you down. Don't you feel like we're holding on onto a fairy tale, but the magic's gone? Been months of bluffing the blushes and faking the butterflies. Wake up, yeah, I'm kicking the castle down. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. Kinda missing how we kicked it off. Always in overdrive, now the feeling's lost. Blind to notice, we've been losing touch. Long gone fairy tale, yeah, we killed the rush. Been months of acting a fiction and staging a Valentine's. Wake up, yeah, I'm kicking the castle down. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. Ooh, heading on the way, don't you know I'm up? So up, so up. If you wanna wake up, there's places I could take you. Lost in the dream of what comes after the afterlife. Body like a bass drop. Gon' give it to you, baby, don't stop. Body like a drum. Body on top. Boy, take it like a hold up. Gon' give it to me, baby, don't stop. Body like a drum. Body I create the world in the womb I am. Make her wear the pearls, make her wear the man. I am of the great, it's the great I am. The lion and the lamb, lion and lamb. If you wanna wake up, there's places I could take you. Lost in the dream of what comes after the afterlife. Body like a bass drop. Gon' give it to you, baby, don't stop. Body like a drum. Body on top. Boy, take it like a hold up. Gon' give it to me, baby, don't stop. Body like a drum. Body
Every time we say goodbye, they all see that it's a lie. 'Cause we always give it one last try. Yeah, you've watched me break 1,000 times. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. Don't wanna know. I'm turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight. Happier tonight. Happier tonight. Can't be waiting for you in the morning. I'ma leave without giving a warning. I'ma leave without giving a. But every time we say goodbye, we all know that it's a lie. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. Don't wanna know. I'm turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight. Happier tonight. Happier tonight. Can't be waiting for you in the morning. I'ma leave without giving a warning. I'ma leave without giving a. But every time we say goodbye, we all know that it's a lie. I just wanna be happy.
Won't you say why you're a stranger now? Your eyes escape mine when I sit you down. Don't you feel like we're holding on? magic's gone. Been months of bluffing the blushes and faking the butterflies. Wake up, yeah, I'm kicking the castle down. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. Kinda missing how we kicked it off. Always in overdrive, now the feeling's lost. Blind to notice, we've been losing touch. Long gone fairy tale, yeah, we killed the rush. Been months of acting a fiction and staging a Valentine's. Wake up, yeah, I'm kicking the castle down. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. I think it's time to be true to what I forget how it felt from the outset. Hope history said, ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. What comes after?
Well, welcome aboard, guys. Once again, we are back with another bang. This is Esports Empire and 7 Direction managing it. This is Pmgc Srims, and we have teams like NOVA, STALWART Esports, BTR, Alpha 7, and teams like EXO, OR, and GODLIKE, which are trying to fight head to head with this battle right now. And this is a pretty much practice Sims, but the kind of support, the kind of love which you guys are showing onto Esports Empire's channel is brilliant. But I hope you guys go to 7 Directions Esports channel also, so that you can eventually get that UC giveaway which is going on. And there were some few issues which were actually into the last match, and now in this match all the things have been resolved. So I hope you are going to enjoy the whole match. And this is match number 2, the match of Miramar. Let's see what eventually happens into the fight right now, or let's say what is actually is going to happen into the gun game, or let's say battle which is going to go on. But the flight path is already here. The punch-in is going to be over there right now, and the kind of gun game is going to be very interesting, very impressive to watch. So yeah, there's that, guys. This is going to be lovely. But let's talk about the flight path. Well, this is a 50-50% of flight path which is going on from the area of, let's say, Junkyard, and it is going all the way to Montenovo. All the good drops are easily accessible. For example, we have Elazar into the drop location. We also have Hacienda in the drop location. We have San Martin. We have El Pozo. Picardo is over there right now. Montenovo is also over there. Chumacera is also going to be there. Los Unis is easily accessible, but drops like Campo Militar, Torre Amuda, or let's say Puerto Paraíso are going to be a bit difficult for the teams to actually reach out. But I guess they're gonna go and they're gonna reach all the drops very easily, so that eventually they could get a good location. So let's see guys how the fights are going to be established at this moment. I can already see teams are going to actually get those finishes very soon. Teams are going to get those punches very soon right now, and that is going to be very important. Let's see what happens. Okay guys, what actually happens to them. I'm getting a call from the management, that is why I was a bit offended. But anyway guys, I can already see that all the teams have already jumped. All the fights are going to be on point right now. I'm expecting a good gun game coming up from all the teams which actually choked on to the last match. In the last match we had seen IC Esports going on to the first hand, but in this match I guess there is a comeback coming up right now. We have another fights coming up. Look at that guys. Team ASD is also going into the fight. This was the team which actually got hashtag second position in the last match. But if we talk about Team APG, well, they were also on point. Team STALWART Esports, Pika was the one to actually get hashtag 3 position, but in this match he has secured 1 point. That's brilliant. But we have numerous fights going on in the lobby, which is actually the kind of carnage which we forever wanted to see. Look at that. Pika still going for those finishes. Top has been pricked off. Scry is down. Action is still alive in the lobby, but Team Aura is trying to put those pressures. Look at that. Aura is also getting tagged out very frequently. Kisa is meanwhile getting 1 finishes. That's brilliant. But we have n number of finishes going on in the lobby. That is brilliant. Look at that. ICI's Sun has also been picked off. The last man standing for this team in the last match has been picked off. But if we talk about Team Envy, this team is also facing a wrath of team number 70 right now. Look at that. Jimmy is again going on fire. Jimmy is with 0 finishes, but still his team is alive right now. Jimmy and King is going to be the last man standing of these teams. But if we talk about Team Oni, Rosie is going to get that 1 finish. We have Leon with 1 finisher. That's brilliant. Leon. Yeah, that's the name. They both have got 1 finishes each. But if I talk about another punch-in, well, if I talk about this guy which is known as Nick, he's pretty much lit. He has to get some first aids. He has to get some utilities so that eventually a comeback is possible. And there we go. The first aid has been dealt. The damage has been dealt. But we have King, which is coming up very soon into the area. And there could be a fight in the areas of Minaj and Riz coming up very soon. But the utilities must be gathered before that. This guy has UMP45 along with the M16A4, which is not that great of a gun combo. But if we talk about Jimmy, well, look at this gun combo. Exactly the same gun combo which King had. But team number 3 is going to get that winner chicken dinner into their courtyard somehow. And they are trying to actually get those finishes very soon. Let's see what eventually happens to them. Let's see what eventually happens to the fights at this moment. The kind of carnage is going to be very easy. But in the areas of, let's say, Hassan and San Martin, there are multiple and numerous fights coming up. Look at that. If we talk about action, well, he is trying to put those action into the perspective. Pika meanwhile still waiting it out with only 1 finishes for his team. They are still trying to battle it out. Team APG got 3 amazing finishes. That's brilliant. But Easy has been picked off. We have Jammy with 0 finishes. If I talk about Sky9 IQ, he's pretty much far away from that angle. You can already see team number 20 is trying to put that pressure into the conversation. There could be a good wipe up coming up. So we have FJ, we have Foxy, we have Badman from this team. But if I talk about Team APG, well, they are losing man oh man. They are losing their ground. So you can see that Easy is going to go down with 2 finishes. He is still in the lobby, but I don't think a revival is possible at this moment because the other guy, that is Ninkyu, is pretty much far away, and there is a chance which is going to stand it out. And there we go. Ninkyu is also picked off. If I talk about Team ONIC, well, ONIC is still in the lobby. Rosie is trying their level best to actually put Jimmy down, but Jimmy is constantly trying to retaliate, constantly trying to save himself from all the wrath, all the carnage which is going in the lobby right now, so that eventually he could get a good angle. Eventually he could do that 1v2 and get his guy to actually come up back into the fight. But Jimmy has been tagged out quite severely and he's going for that close range fights. Let's see what eventually happens to him. A 1v2 battle is going to be there, and I guess Falcon has spotted, Cleon has been spotted, and Cleon gets that sneaky finish, and just like that, Team Onyx takes that revenge from the last match which you saw. And if I talk about Rosie V3 with 2 amazing finishes, Cleon also with 2 finishes, they have tormented single-handedly all the teammates of team number 3. That is the name, let me tell you about the name, I'm pretty confused about the name, NATUS VINCERE. Yeah, that's what the name was, and they have been tormented. Now let's talk about team number 13. LZR Joey has been picked off, we have Isajard, and we have Fierzo is trying to put that revival into the consideration. But if we talk about team A7, we have Carol HQ, we have this guy Senak Star, we have Rebo, we also have A7 Mafaiso. But let's talk about those teams which we wanted to see. I'm going to talk about team EXO, which is in the lobby. Look at that, EXO Immortal is going to be there. We have Sensei in the scene, we have Fierce, we have Punk in the scene. This is the, let's say, second runner-up of BGS, which actually went on into the India's esports era, and you can already see that these fights are going to be very interesting to watch. Team STALWART Esports 4 members are also pretty much close. We have 33Z, we have Yangs, and other than that we also have Sunan and Daoshil in the scene, which are trying to take that fight into their consideration. But let's talk about Team GODLIKE also. Well, look at that, with that golden Mirado, they are trying to push in at this moment. So we have Neo is Noob, we have I am Noobi, and Neo Hume, and the other guy, that is Clutch God, is going to be over there right now. The IGL is trying to scout, the IGL is trying to find all these angles, but meanwhile in the area of El Pozo we have another fight going on, another carnage going on. Team LS are getting very dirty by the hands of Team No 5, and they are just single-handedly tormenting the whole lobby of team number 13. Isajat, the only man standing of his team, is trying to retaliate, but I don't think there is a retaliation coming up. But Team GODLIKE is again into the fight. Look at that. Neo is Noob is there. Neo Huma has secured one knockout. That's brilliant. And Noobi is also here right now. So let's see how these guys are trying to take it out. This is a pretty good high-rich fight which is going to come up. The first zone is going to shrink in very rapidly. Meanwhile, if we talk about Team GODLIKE, well, they have not secured even a single finishes for this moment. LSR, Isajat also goes down. Team number 5 single-handedly wipes off the team that is known as Team LZR. Well, they have been picked off. I don't know about the name because I can't see any name coming up into the slot list, which is actually in the description. So yeah, I'm unable to tell the name of that team. But absolutely, if I talk about Team Aura and Team Stalwart, well, they are pretty much grounded into the area of Hassan and El Patron. You can see that action can already see all the movements which are going on from let's say Team of 15, but he's just waiting for a moment where he could easily get those finishes. Meanwhile, we have Team EXO getting hands dirty. Sensei goes down. Sensei is gonna go down, I guess, if I'm not wrong. And there we go. Panko also goes down. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Sunan secures 2 amazing finishes, and just like that, all the roster, or let's say all the teammates of Team EXO are gonna go down. Team EXO has been wiped off at hashtag 16. But that's a really very bad start for Team EXO in this lobby, because this was the first match of their team. But eventually they were taken down, and they didn't even got a single knockout, or let's say single finishes for themselves. So that is why this is a very bad start for Team EXO. Meanwhile, if I talk about Team STALWART Esports, well, they have outperformed themselves. They have done the job. They have done the crazy thing which was required. See, you have to get some initial frags, you have to get some initial picks into the lobby, so that eventually you get that motivation boost. Or let's say your hands are pretty dirty with those finishes, you want to get some more carnage, but then you can easily wait for those position points to come into your favor also, because you've already got 4 finishes, or let's say a good amount of loot. Because the thing is, Team EXO has looted the area of Los Angeles. Other than that, Team STALWART Esports was the one to actually loot the areas of Los Angeles. Now all the loots of Los Angeles is into the hands of STALWART Esports. They can just choose, they can just shop around, and then they can just cruise around into the lobby, get some more finishes, and get some more cozy position points, so that eventually they can just grind more harder and harder. But if we talk about some other teams, well, GODLIKE is pretty much close away, but GODLIKE is not trying to push in, because they already know they are pretty much onto the edge of the zone, and there is no let's say condition when they are going to push in into the outer areas of zone, because that is quite a risky thing. Zone is getting damages, zone is giving you the damage, the team is going to give you a damage, a panic situation is going to be created. But I guess Team GODLIKE, one member has already pushed in. Neo that's what is also far away. If I talk about Neo is Noob, well, he's in the Mirado, he's trying to chase them out, and Neo Hume is also trying to chase them out. There could be a good elimination coming up, I guess, if I'm not wrong. Neo Hume has spotted them out, and there could be elimination coming up. Look at that, guys, they have spotted, the sprays are going to be on point, trying to put some damages with that beautiful Scarlet, but the amount of damage is very less. If we talk about Team Aura, Kaisa and the other guy, that is No Mercy, is going to be over there. Noob is gonna go down, if I'm not wrong, but he survives, he thrives, he puts that knock into the consideration. If I talk about Aura, Kaisa, with 3 amazing finishes, they are trying to put that carnage into perspective. But if I'm not wrong, Neo Hume is more than capable from Team GODLIKE to actually put this fight into his courtyard. Let's see what eventually happens. Team GODLIKE can be picked off. Neo Hume goes down, but from right angle, Noob is there, and just like that, the cover is provided. Team GODLIKE secures 2 amazing finishes, and just like that, with the flick of an eye, they have secured some brilliant finishes. Now they have to get that revival. But if we talk about Team number 20, well, look at that, he is finding that opportunity. The sprays have been dealt. Badman is constantly trying to put that pressure into the consideration, but Noob is trying to put that, let's say, cover for the team, cover for the teammates, but it is going to be quite a hefty one. Look at that, sprays are already been dealt, the kind of damage is already very tormenting. They have secured 1 amazing finishes, that's brilliant. But if we talk about Team GODLIKE, well, they are coming back. Clutch God has been picked off. Neo Hume is not going to survive in the fight, and there we go, just like that, Neo Hume is knocked out, but the IGL is gonna survive, if I'm not wrong. There we go, the IGL goes for that revival, that's brilliant. Neo is going for that revival, but he's pretty much open up, he could be taken down at this moment. Noobi is also picked off. Man, oh man, Team GODLIKE is again getting pressurized by the same team, by the same fight, by the same angle. This is going to be quite a tiring one. Noobi also goes down. Now GODLIKE has only one choice, that is to go into the zone, and this is the exact thing which I was talking about, that when you are out of zone, the kind of pressure is going to be very on point, and this is what happened to Team GODLIKE, and that is why they are getting tormented. Look at that, guys, GODLIKE actually got that pressure into the courtyard. One guy has been picked off. Clutch God is going to get that 1v1. Oh man, look at that. Clutch God also goes down, and just like that, Team GODLIKE goes down. Team 120 secures 4 amazing finishes. That was brilliant. Coming from outer areas of the zone, they wiped out Team GODLIKE. They got some finishes from the other teams also, and this was something very amazing. Now let's see what eventually happens to all the other teams. EXO from India, GODLIKE from India has already been wiped out. So at this moment, 2 of the Indian teams have already been picked off. But if we talk about another team, IHC is coming up with those amazing tiring fights. In the last match, Team Navi was also one, actually got some finishes, but in this match they are facing a lot of tag, a lot of punches, which is actually going to be quite a lovely one. We can see that we have Pixie, we have Matic in the scene. Other than that, we also have Miku in the scene trying to take the fight into the consideration right now. That's brilliant, but let's see what eventually happens to them. Let's see what eventually the gun game is going to be for them. If we talk about IHC, Godless is going to be into the zone, and the best thing for this team is that they are in the zone. They have hardcore covers, they have the utilities because they have looted the compounds of LAZARUS, which is a very good compound. Okay, that's Picardo, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, Picardo has been looted by this team, and that's a very good big compound where you can easily loot up, where you can easily take those fights into your courtyard. So this is quite an interesting one. You can already see that the teams are trying to torment all the fights which are coming up in the lobby. If we talk about Team IHC, well, they are also trying to retaliate. IHC is constantly trying to find out those angles which is required in the lobby, constantly trying to get those finishes into their courtyard, but still this is going to be quite a difficult one. As you all can see, the zone is going to shrink in very rapidly. If I talk about Team Boom, this was the team which you remember, they got the winner chicken dinner in the last match with some amazing brilliant number of finishes. If I'm not wrong, 16 finishes were there into their courtyard, and in this match they are coming back with this beautiful arm. Boss KUX4 has got that arm into his courtyard. Other than that, M416 is also in the backpack. So I guess he's more than ready, more than amped up for a fight. But the second zone is going to sink in about, okay, the third zone is going to sink in about, let's say 50 more seconds to go. We have pretty much a low survival going on if we compare this to the last match, because in the last match at the 5th zone we had, I guess if I'm not wrong, 10 to 15 teams. 10 teams were left, yeah, 10 teams and 20 to 30 peoples. No, if I'm not wrong, 28 to 35 people were still left in the 5th zone. But if I talk about the map of Miramar, well, this is a very opened up map where you tend to take an open fight, where you tend to take those fights which are very let's say far away from your courtyard. So these are things we have to be very secure about. If we talk about Team EVOS, we have Microboy, we have KF, we have Lyzug, we have Redface, and if you guys don't remember, this is the guy from BTR, which is actually into Team EVOS right now. But you can see that we have a Microboy pretty much ready to take a fight. If I talk about Team F4, well, this was the team which actually tormented the other teams which are into their courtyard. So I guess now this fight is going to be very interesting. Miramar is a map where you actually take a fight very openly. There is no hardcore covers at most of the times, and you can already see they are going to get secured by Team BONAFIDE, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, BONAFIDE Esports is also very close. We have Key Wows, we have Cheetah, we have Yolf FW, and if I talk about Nooks, well, he has already been picked off. That's a very bad start for that team. Now if we talk about team number 17, ONIC, Cleon is the only one left right now. Let's see what Cleon can do. Let's see what the punch-in is going to be into their courtyard or not. That is going to be the major concern. The kind of carnage, the kind of punch-in, the kind of gun game is going to be very interesting and very low-key, but he is just constantly trying to remind himself that he is solo. He has to be very low-key. He has to be very secure about the kind of punch-in which is going to depict very soon into the lobby, and he has just to wait for the position points to come up. The third zone is already starting to shrink. All the other teams which are out of the zone, for example team number 5, for example team number 6, STALWART Esports, for example IHC Esports, are constantly trying to push in, and there is a huge chunk of zone which is still into the area of zone, but the teams are not into that area. That is Los Angeles. You can clearly see that if I talk about the western part of the zone, you can see Los Angeles is pretty much vacant. Only one team, that is team number 9, is in the zone right now. That's not a major thing. Bonafide Cheetah goes down by this beautiful spray, and Cleon, the solo man standing, is one of those deadly players who is going to get a knockout and then get that finish into his courtyard also. Okay, let's talk about this into the terms of, let's say, PUBG rather than talking into terms of BGMI. So here we don't talk about the finishes, we talk about the defeats, we talk about the knockouts. And you can see that he's going for that first hit coming up, but he is going to be spotted by the other guy from Team Bonafide, and there we go. Just like that, he has been spotted, and there is nothing he could do because he was pretty much wide open. He just actually went on for the first hit, and after that he was eliminated. That was a really very bad thing for them, but of course he actually outperformed himself because he got 3 finishes. He actually got one guy from Team Bonafide Esports also, but when you are a solo player, you have to be very vigilant about the kind of situation which is going on. So yeah, that was brilliant. But now the fourth zone is going to come up. My prediction is Los Angeles. Let's see what happens. Okay, the zone is into the sort of center. Los Angeles, 10 to 15% of Los Angeles is still in the zone, but that's not enough. If I talk about Team IHC, well, look at that. Zeol is trying to actually battle out. Team EVOS is trying to put that pressure. The kind of nades are going to be very low key. Look at that. Action is going to be there. That's brilliant. Let's see what STE actually does. But of course, he is also punched down by the other guys from Team IHC Esports. In the last match, Team IHC Esports was taken down in a quite early fight. But in this match, they don't think, they don't want that this happens. Oh, look at that, look at that. Action secures one more finishes. Action is going to get and take that finish into his courtyard. But I guess he has to heal himself. And you have to know that when you have to stop, when you have to actually grind, when you have to actually wait it out and bait all the other teams. So you can already see that they are going for that. Another 1v1, another 1v1 comes up. He actually secures that 1v1. Going for that first hit, but he has been backstabbed. Look at that, the amount of HP, look at that HP bar. He is literally very low, going for that first hit, but he can be spotted very soon. He can be eliminated very soon. But he goes for the potion, but he was full stopped by Team IHC Esports. That was brilliant. IHC Esports secured some brilliant finishes. They have got one finishes, but we have GODLIKE and Zeol's only one left in the lobby. IHC has been picked off, but another fight goes on. Team STALWART Esports, or should I say SZ STALWART Esports, is going to fight it out with this team that is known as A7 Esports. Yeah, A7 Esports is here. Let's see how the fights are going to be. Alpha 7. Okay, yeah, man, oh man. This is going to be the Alpha 7. Alpha 7 goes down. I guess the other guy which I left right now from Alpha 7 is going to be Mafiso, and the other guy, that is Rebo. With one finishes, this guy Rebo is constantly trying to scout those angles which can actually get him some more finishes. If we talk about Mafiso, he is trying to actually get from another back areas, but a fight is going to be over there. SZST gets that elimination. That's brilliant. But if I talk about Rebo, well, look at that kind of elimination which is going on. Rebo was trying to finish him off, but that was not the possible situation. Look at that smooth finish. Look at that smooth angle which he got. That was brilliant, man. That was absolutely tormenting. He got another finishes. That is brilliant. Team SZ STALWART Esports is going to face a lot of wrath. You can see that SZST is already tagged out, already prematurely finished. They have got 6 amazing finishes. That's great, but they are losing their manpower. The Yangs have been picked off. Daoshil has been picked off. If we talk about 33Z, he is not going to survive in the fight because he can easily be breeded out, or let's say finished out by some other guy. But if we talk about Sunan, he is actually getting that Mini 14 to work up, Mini 14 to fire up. Other than that, he also has Skarel, which actually can get some good knockouts, get some good finishes. But Team number 9 is praying with the eagle eye. They are just trying to find the angle. Whenever they find that angle, they are going to get that finish into their courtyard. So that is going to be quite an interesting one to watch. A7, Revo is there. We have Mafiso on the scene. Other than that, Navi Matic is also here with 0 finishes. Dixie is also going to be here with 0 finishes. That's brilliant. But let's talk about the punch-in going on. Sunan goes to put some nades in the lobby. That's brilliant. The nades are actually over there so that he can eventually make a connection. But another nade has been cooked out. There is going to be a... Oh, this nade can actually result in a very good 1v2. Let's see how the connection is being made. Oh, man, look at that smooth nade. Just like that. I predicted that nade is going to get that connection, and that nade actually got that connection. That was brilliant. But now we have team number 4, which is pretty much solo. This guy, that is Sunan, is pretty much solo, and he is going to get that 1v1, or let's say 1v2 fight with team number 9. Another nade goes on. Oh wow, how the nades are getting connection, I don't know, but the nades are getting connection very rapidly. The nades are getting connection very frequently, but he can be spotted. He can be picked off at this moment. Oh, Sunan has been picked off. A bad situation for him, but yes, Sunan has been taken down. Team number 9 actually got that elimination, but that was quite a good one. If we talk about Team EVOS, meanwhile with 0 finishes, this team is still in the lobby. Red Faceless has been picked off. Microboy, KF, and the other guy, that is LAZARUS, is still in the lobby. Now they have to go in the zone because the 5th zone is going to shrink in very rapidly. Other than that, if we talk about Team Knight, we have this guy Knight Caesar with the 0 finishes, but he's focusing on to Team IHC. Other than that, he has to also look after team number 20, because in the last match also team number 20 was the one to actually get that 2nd position. They are very good at getting position points, but they are actually, let's say, their game is pretty average when it comes to taking down the finishes and, let's say, taking on the opportunities. But when you are focusing on to finishes, you have to be pretty much neglect that amount of position points you are going to get, because aggression could take you down very soon. So yeah, these are the things which you have to be pretty vigilant about, and team number 20 is pretty vigilant about all the things which are going into the lobby. They're checking out the surroundings, they're constantly trying to actually bait all the areas, but I guess FJ is getting tagged out by the other guy from team IHC, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, IHC's Zeol is onto the back foot areas, but Godless has secured a very good high range area from which he is trying to put some space, and you can see that the SLR is actually into his working areas. With 15 bullets getting into SLR, he is trying to put that single tap action into the fire. So let's see what eventually happens. Let's see how the knockouts are going to be. And if we talk about Team 21, look at that, guys. Team 21, FJ is in the zone. Team 21, Foxy is still trying to actually bait in the zone. If we talk about Badman, he is also pretty much in the zone beyond a hardcore cover, taking those fights into his courtyard. What do you think about that, guys? What do you think about the team which is going to get that winner chicken dinner, guys? Give a prediction to me. Give a huge shout out to that team which is going to get that winner chicken dinner. And once again, let me tell you, a huge UC giveaway is going on onto the channel of 7 Direction Esports. Go ahead, check it out. And once again, let me tell you that my name is Raider. Check out the caster details from the left side of the screen. The details have been flashed. Caster socials are over there right now. My YouTube channel is going to be over there with the name of Raider Slays. And if you want to follow me on Instagram also, you can just connect with me onto the Instagram with @Raider Slays. You can just search it out. You can just tag me. You can just ping me with any other story, or let's say any other casting work which is going to come up. But now 7 teams, 14 players are still left in the lobby. I'm basically a Hindi plus English caster. Whatever you want to do, I can cast. So yeah, there we go. IHC is going to be there. Let's see. Godless is still trying to wait it out. Look at that kind of dominant game going on. See, all the action which goes into the lobby of Miramar is actually between the zones of, let's say, 3rd zone to 5th zone. After that, teams are pretty dormant. If the survival is low, teams are trying to scout all the players. If the survival is high, teams are trying to actually hold themselves right now in the map of Miramar, because this is a very open map, with a small mistake you could easily choke your whole team. So these are the things teams have to be pretty aware about, and I can already see they are trying to actually get those angles into the perspective. These guys have the zone. Wow, IHC is still dominating the zone. But if I talk about Team Knights, well, they are out of zone and they have been picked up by Team 21. Look at that opportunistic team. In the last match also, this team was the opportunistic one. They were trying to actually get those finishes into the courtyard, but in this match, Godel and both Team EXO were eliminated quite early. Godel meanwhile getting those 2 finishes into the courtyard was good, but if I talk about Team EXO, well, they were wiped out with 0 finishes, and this is something which they have to be very aware about. Yeah, there's that. But you can see that Team Navi is still trying to battle it out, still trying to actually take those fights into the courtyard. Let's see what eventually happens to them. Let's see how the gun game is going to be retaliated, because the thing is, Team EVOS is pretty much far away from the zone. They have to be in the zone. They have to travel a total of 100 meters more to be in the zone, and teams like Team number 9 are trying to actually avoid that situation, which is going to be another nade is going to be cooked, but all the placements of the nades are not that accurate, and that is why Team number 9 is still very dominant into the zone, very secure in the zone, and they are just trying to actually put that pressure into the perspective for Team number 2. Oh, look at that. This guy actually just spotted him out. Microboy is in the vehicle. Microboy is trying to put this rotation from the right angle, but he's again getting spotted out by some other guy from Team Boom. There is going to be a good elimination coming up. Microboy has to do that magical 1v1 which he actually does, which he's renowned for, and there we go. 1v1 is going to be on point, and there we go. Microboy secures that beautiful 1v1. Microboy, okay, that was not the 1v1 for Microboy. Some other guy actually secured that finish, but I don't think he's going to secure that finish, and there we go. Just like that, he was picked off. Now KF is going to get that revival. That's smooth, but I guess more than getting a revival, they have to focus on to getting the zone, because the zone is coming up very soon. They have to travel 65 meters more to be in the zone. So these are the things which are pretty much risky for Team number 2. Only 3 teams are left in the lobby. We have Team number 20, we have Team number 14, that is Team IHC coming back into the lobby. We have Zeol going for that revival, but I guess Team number 20 is not going to give them that option. Look at that. The low toss nade has already been cooked. I guess Team number 20 is going to go down. Oh, look at that smooth finish. 10 finishes for Team number 20. If we talk about Team EVOS, well, they have secured 2 amazing finishes. That's good, but this is a 2v2 battle. Now let's see what eventually happens. Microboy has to come back into the fight. Microboy has to do some magical stuff in the lobby. Other than that, they are going to choke in very harshly. So let's see what eventually happens. In the last match, Team number 20 was the one to actually get that #2 position. In this match, Team number 20 is going to get that #2 position if Team EVOS manages to wipe them out. So let's see what happens. The Molly gets a connection. He is going to go down with that Molly, if I'm not wrong, but the damage are already been dealt. He is going for that first aid kit so that eventually he could come back into the fight. If we talk about next zone coming up, there is going to be a 7th zone. Oh, look at that. The 7th zone again goes into the favor of Team number 20. They have the major chunk of the zone into their courtyard, so this is going to be quite a risky one. You can already see all the other teams which are trying to battle it out. All the other fights which are going to go on are going to be very amazing, but Team number 20 is actually maintaining their consistency. In the last match, they had secured some good finishes. They maintained their #2 position. In this match also, they are going to go with that smooth or with that same exact finishes, same exact points which are going to be over there. Micro, okay, is actually onto the back foot areas. I guess they're going to go from the drop down areas of the zone. Okay, they are going to go from the left area so that eventually they could get some more locations. They could explore more locations. But if I talk about team EVOS KF, and he's the guy which actually is onto the surprising end, but right now the both of them are going to push in so that eventually a good impact is going to go on. A 2v2 battle is going to be over there. Let's see EVOS KF can do the magical stuff or not. If Micro Boy is still in the fight is not the major concern. But if I talk about 21FJ with 3 finishes, this guy is still dominating. If I talk about Badman, he is trying to actually scout all the angles with 5 amazing finishes. No, this guy secured 3 finishes, and FJ is also secured 3 finishes. With a total amount of 10 finishes, total amount of 10 defeats, this team is standing very tall in the lobby. I don't know who is going to get that winner chicken dinner, but I'm hoping that the Micro Boy is going to come back with a good punch, come back into the fight with a good fight. But if I talk about team number 20, well, they are pretty dominant. They have got 10 finishes. They have got a good location in the zone. So there is a 60% chance that this team is going to win this fight. This team is going to win this. So victory, they are going to get that winner chicken dinner into their courtyard. What do you think about that, guys? Comment down once again. And you can just tell me your opinions onto my Instagram handle also, which is getting flashed onto the left side of the screen. So just go ahead, follow me, and go ahead and just subscribe my YouTube channel also, because I've taken a challenge of 365 days, 365 streams. So yeah, let's see what eventually happens to them. Team number 20 is still trying to actually analyze all the locations. Let me show you a drone shot so that you can easily know that how the teams are trying to fight it out. Look at that. This beautiful drone shot is actually trying to elaborate all the situation which is going on. But now the zone is going to shrink in. Now all the teams have to push in. 21FJ goes on, and there we go. Another 1v1 is going to go there right now. That was a smooth knockout coming up. Micro Boy is the last man standing. Let's see what he can do. He has been damaged quite severely. I don't think there is a comeback coming up. Micro Boy stands up, but just like that he was tormented. Just like that he was taken down, and Micro Boy also says goodbye to the lobby. With that finish, with that smooth fight, team number 21, or let's say team number 20, whose name is team 21, has secured some brilliant finishes. If I'm not wrong, see, they have secured 12 finishes. Yeah, 12 finishes for themselves and getting that winner chicken dinner. If we talk about team EVOS, with only 3 finishes, they have secured the runner-up position. Other than that, you can check out all the stats of all the other teams by scrolling, or let's say pausing the stream, so that you can eventually know how the teams fight it out, how the teams actually got that battle into their consideration. But if I talk about star of the match, we have 21FJ with 5 amazing defeats with a total damage of 515. Best companion was IHC's GODLIKE from team number 14, that is IHC ESPORTS. He had got 2 revivals, 1 assist, health restored at 194, and a survival time of total 1333. If I talk about the final finisher, that is going to be 21FJ also. So there we go. 21FJ was the one to actually do 1v2 to team EVOS. That was brilliant, man. He did a 1v2 for team EVOS. So with that, guys, our second match is also over. We'll see you pretty soon in the next match. Till then, peace out. Thank you for joining us. Love you all. My name is Raider. Don't forget me. Don't forget to subscribe my channel also. So till then, peace out. Make sure to follow Esports Empire onto their socials. Make sure to follow 7DIRECTION onto their socials. And if you are loving the casting, if you have any kind of criticism, just contact those managers, or you can just contact me directly onto my Instagram handle also, so that eventually I can be connected with you guys. Till then, peace out.
We all know that it's a lie. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. Let's let go, don't wanna know. I'm turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight.
Don't you say why you're a stranger now. Your eyes escaping mine when I sit you down. Don't you feel like we're holding on onto a fairy tale, but the magic's gone. Been months of bluffing the bushes and faking the butterflies. Wake up, yeah, I'm kicking the castle down. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. Kinda missing how we kicked it off. Always in overdrive, now the feeling's lost. Blind to notice, we've been losing touch. Long gone fairy tale, yeah, we killed the rush. Been months of acting a fiction and staging a Valentine's. Wake up, yeah, I'm kicking the castle down. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. Ooh, yeah, I think it's
say goodbye, they all see that it's a lie. 'Cause we always give it one last try. Yeah, you've watched me break 1,000 times. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. Don't wanna know. I'm turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight. Without giving a warning, I'ma leave without giving a. But every time we say goodbye, we all know that it's a lie. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. Don't wanna know. I'm turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight.
Won't you say why you're a stranger now? Your eyes escaping mine when I sit you down. Don't you feel like we're holding on onto a fairy tale, but the magic's gone? Been months of fluffing the blushes and faking the butterflies. Wake up, yeah, I'm kicking the castle down.
Hello fellas, welcome back once again. We are on a bang. We are back with another bang. This is Esports Empire and 7DIRECTIONS present the Pmgc Pro Srims, and you can already see that the fights are going to be on point. Last two matches were very good. Team number 20 manages to be the most consistent team in the last two matches because they have got the second position in the last to last match. But if I talk about the last match in the map of Miramar, they got that winner checker in over 12 amazing finishes, meanwhile eliminating Team EVOS from the jar. And if I talk about the next fights which are going to be in this map of Irangal, well, let me tell you, I'm your co-host, I'm your caster, I'm your analyst, I'm your host. My name is Jader. You can check out the caster details from the description, or let's say from the left side of the screen where the caster details have already been flashed. So yeah, there we go. Now the flight path is already here right now. So let's see how the flight path is going to lag. The flight path is going to come from northeastern area and it is going to end in the southern corner. You can already see that the flight path is starting from Kameshki, Yasnaponen and Lipovka. There is a love triangle being over there and the teams are trying to jump into the areas of, let's say, Kameshki, into the area of Yasnaya also. Yasnaya will be a good drop for Team GODLIKE also, if I'm not wrong. Other than that, Lipovka is also into the consideration of many teams. But if we talk about teams like teams which are dropping, which are going to choose drops like, let's say, Georgipool or containers, or if I talk about Jharki area, if I talk about Prisma, well, that is going to be a difficult drop to go on. But I can already see Lipovka is going to face a lot of clash. And if I talk about Yasnaya Polina, there is a clash also over there. But there is a chat which is going to go on. TSM FTX Sicario has done a 100 rupees super chat. GODLIKE fans, do you think that GL can win this in this lobby? Okay, then this is something for you guys, so you can just answer it out into the live chat section. And thank you for the 100 rupees super chat once again onto the channel of Esports Empire. And meanwhile guys, if you like me, if you like the casting, you can just go ahead and subscribe to my channel also. But other than that, we have another fight coming up. Team O20, the most consistent team to be exact, is getting tagged out at this moment. They have secured one beautiful finishes, but meanwhile they are also facing the wrath of all the other teams. If we talk about Team GODLIKE, where they have secured 0 finishes at the moment, Team Knight is also going head to head with the battle. Let's see how the fight is going to be established. Let's see how the gun game is going to be over there. Lipovka meanwhile is getting some more clashes. But if we talk about the first ever zone of this map, the first zone is going into the area of 70 and all the corresponding area, and you can see that Team GODLIKE is also trying to crush the hopes of all the other teams. But let's see, is it possible for these teams or not? I am Noob is here. We have Clutch got the IGL for Team GODLIKE. Neo is Noob is also going to there, and Neo who may be up is also being here right now. So let's see what eventually happens to them. Let's see how the gun game is going to be for these teams right now. There we go. They are trying to spot some angles. They're trying to spot some gaps. They are trying to make some gaps so that eventually a fight could be there into their courtyard. But if I talk about Team 21, we have Starfa with 0 finishes. If I talk about Sison with only 1 point at this moment into his courtyard. But if I talk about Foxy, well, he has been picked off. There could be a good elimination coming up. I'm not sure about the kind of punching which is going on. And if we talk about Team Alpha 7, well, they are also facing a lot of rat into the area of Lipovka, and there could be a good elimination coming up from this point. You can see that Team Boom, which is actually another consistent team. In the last to last match, they secured winner chicken dinner, but in the last match, they secured #3 position, if I'm not wrong. Other than that, if I talk about Team Para, look at that. We have another team coming up. We have Goldie, we have Skurge, which is getting tagged out quite severely. Jester is also here. Glove has been picked off, but Team Alpha 7 is constantly trying to push in. There we go. We have Mafiso with only 1 point into his courtyard, and losing Revo will be a good setback for this team. But let's see how eventually the fights are going to be there. Skurge doesn't have any kind of utilities to heal himself, which is actually another tormenting situation for him because he's unable to heal himself, patch himself, and get into the fight. But Mafiso is going to push in a very good. And if I talk about IHC, Godless is getting picked off. We have a IC also been picked off. Another need, another smoke goes on, and this could actually panic Skurge a lot. Let's see what Skurge does at this moment. Let's see how the fights are going to be. And Skurge has been picked out. Look at that. The damn good knockout which was there. A damn good finish coming up right now. Team Alpha 7 secures 2 amazing finishes. Meanwhile, Team Para getting the pressure into their courtyard. Jester and Goldie going head to head with Team Boom also, and the other team also. Team EXO meanwhile getting crashed out into the area of Miltai. Let's talk about this team also. EXO with gaining 2 points, that's brilliant. Sensi and Panku got 1 point. But if I talk about Team IHC, look at this guys. IHC Alex is here. Zeol with 1 finishes, that's brilliant. But Alex is again getting knocked out, that's bad. Team IHC is actually getting tagged out in the hands of Team EXO. In the last match you saw that Team EXO Esports was unable to actually get that comeback into their consideration. But in this match, I guess EXO is coming back into the fight, that's brilliant. Representing India, we are proud to say that Team EXO is going to represent India into this match right now. So let's see how the fights are going to be established, how the gun game is going to be established. Immortal meanwhile trying to cross the pathways. Immortal can be tagged out, Immortal can be spotted out, but Immortal was actually able to put that rotation into perspective. That was brilliant. Now Team EXO, Sensi and Immortal, both of them are onto the right area. And if I talk about Fierce, well, he's onto the left hand area. But if I talk about Zeol, he can't actually let's say target all the areas which are there, and he's gonna get tagged out quite frequently guys, if I'm not wrong. Let's see what eventually happens to him. Zeol meanwhile focusing onto the fights. The lobby is pretty much dormant at this moment. Some initial crashes were there, but I guess the initial crashes have been dormant. Look at that beautiful nade. The connection was made, but still Zeol manages to survive. Zeol manages to be into the lobby. That was brilliant. Let's see what eventually happens to him. Let's see how the gun game is going to be established for this guy right now. You can already see that the kind of punching is going to be lovely. Paraboy is meanwhile getting picked off. Paraboy has been taken down. Team number 3 is also getting a lot of wrath, lot of fight into the courtyard. Look at that. Team number 9 is also trying to push in, but there is nothing they could could do because team number 3 is Jimmy is here. We have King getting eliminated, we have Paraboy getting eliminated, but team EVOS, the last team in the last match, this team actually secured #2 position. But in this match, Red Faces and KF is also here. We have a Micro Boy also looking out for all the possibilities, all the possible situations. But if I talk about Team EXO, well, look at that, guys. EXO secured that beautiful finishes. EXO got those 4 finishes. That was brilliant. But if I talk about Immortal with 2 finishes, Sensei with 2 finishes, Team EXO manages to rule out the area of Mid-Top, because this is the area where they eventually dominate, where they always focus on. But if I talk about Jimmy, look at that, guys. Jimmy is also getting tagged out quite frequently. This is the guy in the last 2 match, or let's say the first match of this scrims. He got a 1v4 in front of Team IHC, but at this moment the gun game is very dominant for him, because the kind of performance which we needed in the lobby is pretty much negligible. I can't see that kind of gun game which actually he demonstrated in the first match. So I'm waiting for the fight, I'm waiting for the comeback coming up into his hand. But look at that initial clashes going on. Only 14 teams and 49 players are still left in the lobby. Look at that, guys. Many teams were crushed down. Team GODLIKE secured 5 finishes. That was brilliant. GODLIKE also wiped out 5 amazing finishes. That was brilliant. Team R20, let's say the most consistent team of this lobby, is getting pressurized, getting punched down. Team India's teams are coming back very soon. You can see that GODLIKE secured 5 finishes. Team EXO secured 4 finishes. That is absolutely brilliant. But let's see how the gun game is going to be into the far angle. And if we talk about Team APG, another fight is there right now. APG, Sky and IQ is going to be there. We have Jammy, we have Stalkers, Xsuk. Other than that, we also have 6M Easy ZZ, which is actually going to fight it out. APG, Sky and IQ has put up that adrenaline syringe into his body, so that eventually he is boosted for his 100 HP, so that he can easily take those fights into his courtyard, so that he will not risk any kind of damage. So yeah, that's good. Trying to flank from the right angle, trying to flank from the bottom areas of, let's say, military base bridge. Let's see how the fights are going to be postulated from this point. Already the pressure has been made. I guess team number 9 is already trying to fall back. Okay, that's a good strategy. They are trying to fall back. That was good. But if we talk about Jimmy, well, look at that. Jimmy, the last man standing of his team, is trying to battle it out. Nade was onto his mouth, but still he actually survived from that nade. That was brilliant. But I guess Team EVOS, Red Faces is going to push in very soon. And the push in was there. MVP. Oh, look at that. Faces was pretty much lit, but Faces manages to took him down. If we talk about Team EVOS, Micro Boy was alive. Faces was the one to actually get that final nail into the coffin. But if we talk about KF, well, he was picked off. LAZARUS was blocked, but now they have been healing up. They have been getting that revival, and I guess LAZARUS is totally blocking the path of the other guy, so that eventually they are unable to loot the crates. And there we go. LAZARUS just went on to actually loot the crate. This is actually very frequent. Be it India or let's say all the other countries from the world, everybody is like that into the game of BGMI or let's say PUBG, because once you know that the crates are there, you know the loots are there, you're trying to avoid your teammates to actually get that loot. So that was a little bit funny if I'm not wrong. Yeah, there we go. Now let's see how the fights are going to be postulated. If I talk about Starfa from team number 20, well, he is the last one standing of his team. Got 1 finishes for the team, but now GODLIKE is constantly trying to put that pressure into the perspective, and I don't know are they going to survive in this fight or not, because this is going to be quite a tiring one, and this is going to be quite a hefty fight. You can already see that the teams are pretty much close, and there could be a good elimination coming up. I don't know what is going to happen, but I'm expecting Team GODLIKE to come up very keen into the fight. I don't think that they are going to lose even a single player of this team, because GODLIKE knows how to actually give a cover to his teammates. So I guess it is going to be quite a lovely one. So let's see what eventually happens. We have Neo with 2 finishes. We have Neo is Noob. All the other guys have got the guns. Clutch God is pretty much far away. The IGL. I am Noobie. I don't know who is this guy, and I don't know who is Neo is Noob and who is Neo. Obviously, one of them is going to be Neo. But all the other guys, I don't know. Oh, look at that beautiful poster from Team Pmgc. That is lovely. But now let's talk about the bridge camp which is going on. Well. Team APG is going head to head with the bridge camp coming up, and Navik is actually getting those knockouts. Look at that frequent knockout being judged. APG's Sky and IQ is the only one left right now in the lobby. But team number 9 has put up a very hefty pressure onto their angle, and there is going to be a good elimination coming up very soon. Stalker Xsuk has been picked off. The other guy, that is Easy has been picked off. Now team number 9 is going to push in very rapidly, and there could be a good elimination coming up. But team APG has been pressurized quite frequently, and you can already see in about 50 seconds the zone is going to sink in, which is not a great amount of time. I don't know what is going to happen, and I'm looking forward to see a magical stuff going on. So let's see what eventually happens to them. With only 1 finishes, team APG is still undermined. But if I talk about team number 9, well, they have got a quite good angle, they have got a quite good postulation, and they are just trying to torment the fights. They are trying to actually get those angles into their perspective. That is going to be lovely, but there is no way that they are going to flying from the area of Novo Ripnoi. So look at that, look at the zone, man. And the northern shift is there right now. The zone is shifting towards Severny and the other areas which are surrounding Severny, shooting range and all. But all the other teams such as team number 10 APG, team number 9 team Navi, or let's talk about team EXO also, because they are pretty much far away. EXO, you can see that Immortal has been picked off. Sensei is there right now. Sensei is trying to put some nades. Team EVO is going head to head with team EXO. That is going to be quite a tormenting one. Look at that, guys. They have been flanked from right and left angle, and this is going to be quite a tiring one. Sensei goes down. Man, oh man, Sensei also is being picked off. Immortal, meanwhile, getting that revival. That's good, but Sensei was the one to actually get that finish. But if I talk about Team EVOS, well, they are very keen. They are the praying eagle eyes at this moment. They are just constantly looking forward to get that angle into the perspective. But Lazer can be picked off. Lazer has been spotted. The space have been dealt right now. And look at that, guys. Lazer is super duper lit. But still, he was not knocked out. Now, EXO has to be in the zone. They are trying to rotate from the right angle so that eventually they get a good grasp of the zone. And then they could easily be in the zone. Because fighting it out in the open areas is not that worth it, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, it is going to be quite a difficult one. Fierce goes on to the left angle, and if we talk about Immortal, he is going from the left angle. I don't know what he's trying to do, but Immortal also chooses to follow the path of Fierce, and then they are going to be in the zone, so that eventually a good amount of carnage, a good amount of finishes will be there into the courtyard. That would be impressive. But if we talk about team number 15, look at that. Aura is still in the fight. We have Siapa, we have Jaden, we have Kaisa, and No Mercy 143. They are trying to fight it out against Team ONIC. Joe Brenky is the only one which is here right now. But if I talk about Rose V3, we have Nick, we have Cleon, we have Joe Pranky, which are trying to go with that head-to-head battle. But of course, they have to risk a lot of things. They have to risk a lot of fight, which is going to be over there. So let's see what eventually happens to them. Let's see how the gun game is going to be established. I can already see the teams are trying to fight it out. The teams are trying to get those carnages, gun game into the courtyard. Siapa, Jaden, Kaisa is going to be here. Look at that. They've secured a very good angle because they have chosen a shore angle. But if we talk about teams like team number 9, well, they are going to choose the area of Georgiapol to cut their rotations. That is good. If we talk about teams like Godel, well, they are going to push from this area. Well, Godel has secured only 5 finishes. That's a good start for them. But right now, Team EVOS is actually going to face Team Godel. I guess there is a fight coming up very soon. And meanwhile, you guys remember, if I'm not wrong, Team EXO was also tagged out by this team. Immortal was picked off, and the other guy was also getting picked off. Sensei, if I'm not wrong, was picked off by this team. So yeah, there could be a chasing situation coming up. And let's see what EVOS does. Red Faces is the only guy left right now. Let's see. Red Faces knows that they have a competition coming up, and I guess Team Godel is getting fenced out. Look at the baiting situation which is coming up right now. That's good, but Team Godel manages to be out of the coverage area of this team. But Neo, Noob has been picked off. Neo has been picked off. Red Face is meanwhile getting tagged out from the other angle. If I talk about I am Noobie, well, he is with Clutch God. If I talk about Clutch God, he is here right now. Neo is Noob is also picked off. That's bad for him. And if I talk about I am Noobie, well, they are here. Clutch God is here. Both the Igel and the Assaulter is going to be over, but I guess now the rotation should be considered. They could easily fight it out, but of course they have to be in the zone. EXO decided to be in the zone, and meanwhile I guess Godel should also decide the same thing, because if they try to fight it out from this angle, they are gonna get tormented because they have to go in the zone, and in about only 8 seconds they have to be in the zone. So this is a very good margin. This is a very huge margin, and there we go. Am Noobie goes down. Clutch God is getting the pressure. I think this is going to risk a lot of situation for Team Godel. With 5 finishes, Godel is facing head-to-head with Team EVOS right now. You guys remember in the last match they were unable to get that winner chicken dinner, but in this match I guess the winner chicken dinner is going to be over there very soon. Look at that, guys. He is getting tagged out from the back area. Micro Boy was picked out by Clutch God, but there was nothing he could do because Lazer was the one to actually get that sweet cover from his angle, and that's just like that Lazer got that finish. Meanwhile, look at the number of finishes Team EVOS has gathered. 9 finishes for themselves, and that is absolutely brilliant. But if I talk about Team Bonafide, well, I guess they have been bonafide to get killed. So yeah, Team Bonafide, Keybox is the only one left, and Nox was revived. But if I talk about 2UFW, whatever the name is, well, he's again back into the fight, again back into the aggression, again back into the gun game. If I talk about Alpha 7, they also have secured 9 finishes. That's brilliant, man. I didn't saw this team coming up into the fight. Oh, they have secured 9 amazing finishes. That's brilliant. If I talk about A7 Carol Ho, well, he is the one to actually get 6 finishes if I'm not wrong. He's a man which has got the highest number of finishes at this moment in this lobby, in this match. So that is going to be quite a lovely one, quite a lovely feat for him. But other than that, A7 Carol Ho is still here right now. We have a Netixa We also have A7 Mafiso in the scene with 2 finishes. That's brilliant. But if I talk about 21's guy was picked off by Aura's member. Aura's No Mercy V3 was the one which actually got that elimination for team number 20. Meanwhile, in the last 2 matches, team number 20 was pretty consistent, but in this match, team number 20 was picked off just like that by team Aura and decimated by team GODLIKE into the areas of Yasnapoliana. So it was quite an interesting one. Let me see the charts. Okay, we have a 16k live watching, guys. So please make sure to subscribe my channel. Make sure to subscribe this channel also. Make sure to subscribe 7DIRECTION Esports also for the giveaways and all. And if you guys are going to support me also, that would be lovely for me. But at this moment, I can see that team Aura is actually very scattered. You can see that team Aura has the manpower, but they are pretty much scattered, which could actually risk a lot of situation. You can see that another zone comes up. Team Aura's 3 members are still in the zone. Team BONAFIDE is still in the zone. That is very interesting. But team EXO, man oh man, is getting tagged out. Now PS is the only one left. Team GODLIKE already getting decimated. If I talk about PS, ooh, look at that smooth spray by Itsuke by Kitsune, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, Kitsune is here right now. Kitsune is trying to get that elimination. He's trying to actually decimate the Dacia so that the rotation could not be possible. It is going to be quite an important one. It is going to be quite a feasible one. You can already see GODLIKE was decimated. Now EXO is onto the verge of getting decimated, but they have to be in the zone. EXO still out of the zone. They have to actually gather some courage. They have to actually gather some situation so that eventually a zone falling situation will be there. But 356 meters more to travel for them. If we talk about team APG, meanwhile securing 2 amazing finishes, they are trying to push their luck onto team ONIC, getting their 3rd finishes also into the courtyard because Easy is going to go down, and there we go. Rosie was picked off. Now Nick and the other guy from Team ONIC is still in the lobby. Let's see what happens to them. EVOS KF goes down. Team EVOS is also facing the Wrath. You can see that KF have been picked up. 9 finishes for the team, and team number 19 is trying to push in very rapidly. You can talk about that team. We have team GUs go down, and another 1v1 comes up. Look at that smooth little bit knockout that was there. That was absolutely amazing. That was absolutely a carnage. Yes, this is actually known as DEWA United Esports, and you can already see this was one hell of a fight which was actually depicted. But if I talk about Hints Public, he was picked off. Jersey 21 was picked off. Steve Boy was picked off. The only guy left from this team is known as Kadun, but he is trying to fight it out very brilliantly. Other than that, we also have team number 5 pretty much onto the back foot areas, and there could be a good elimination coming up. Mafiso is still in the zone, and I guess Fierce has been picked off. Man oh man. EXO also goes down. Now only 7 teams are left. 17 players are still left in the lobby. Survival is getting poorer and poorer as I compared it with the first match. But of course, now the teams know all about the other teams. They know how the situation is going on, and that is why they're just waiting it out. They're just actually trying to explore more options. They're trying to actually explode very frequently, and look at that, guys. We have a sportation coming up. I guess team DU's players can be picked off at this moment. DEWA United could be picked up. So let's see how the fights are going to be established. Let's see how the gun game is going to be over there. Of course, guys, you can just put India OP in the chat right now, but you should support all the other teams because, of course, esports is a budding thing, and you are the one who are going to support it up. You are going to support me. You are going to support these organizations which are giving you the amazing content which you are watching, and you are going to support these esports athletes which are actually putting their best, putting their 110% into the lobby, so that eventually you can see, you can learn more and more new things. And I'm here to cast, and I'm here to analyze, I'm here to tell you about the whole fight. So guys, I hope you love the casting. I hope you love the whole situation. You can follow me on Instagram. You can subscribe me on my YouTube channel also. But still, guys, let's talk about another punch-in coming up. We have ONIC, Joe Brenke in the scene, which is still in the zone with 0 finishes. This team is still in the top 6. That's brilliant. But of course, you have to get some more finishes, man. Getting those finishes, getting those position points is not enough. You have to get that finishes also into the courtyard, because you have to maintain a balance. I know this BGMI, or let's say PUBG, is a survival based gameplay, but you can only survive when you kill the other guy. A nade was there. That was a brilliant nade. I don't know how the connection was not being made, but of course the nade was there. The kind of connection which was required was not made. Kitsune is with 4 finishes. We have this guy that is known as Miku. I guess that's what the name is. With 1 beautiful finishes, with a total of 8 finishes, this team is constantly trying to pressurize team number 17. And I guess the last man standing of team number 17 can be taken down, and there we go. He goes down quite frequently, but team BONAFIDE is also trying to pressurize from the right angle, and there could be a good pressure coming up. Look at that. Team BONAFIDE constantly trying to pressure, and Miku is super dope lit. We have Kitsune with 5 amazing finishes. We have Matic with 3 finishes. That's brilliant. But if I talk about team Aura, with the 4-man power, this team has secured only 1 finishes, and that too, No Mercy was the one to actually get that finished onto this area. Look at that, guys. No Mercy still holding that beautiful angle, still holding that beautiful ground, and he's just waiting for some other team to come near to him, and he just give a surprise. Element of surprise will be there for the other team. That is going to be interesting to watch, if I'm not wrong. But Kitsune has been picked off, man oh man. That's a very dirty politics going on in the fight, but I guess the revival is going to be over there. That is lovely. Matix 666 is going to get that revival. That's brilliant. But in about 0 seconds, the zone is going to push in. The car is actually getting damaged. The coupe is actually pretty damaged. I don't know what they are thinking about, but they have to be pretty secure, pretty vigilant about the next fight coming up. So yeah, there's that, guys. Kitsune goes on to take a Bucky. He has not healed up. He could easily be taken down. I don't know what he's trying to do, but he could be easily taken down. If I talk about Mikyu, he is also going on to the back foot areas. Kitsune has been picked off once again. That's what I wanted to tell you guys. Kitsune has been picked off. But if I talk about Matic, he is going to be there. Mikyu is going to be there. I guess the other guy is going to be spotted. Siapa has been tagged out quite frequently. Look at the guys. He has been spotted. Siapa could be taken down. Siapa could be eliminated at this moment. Matic already been picked off. Siapa already trying to put that pressure into the perspective. Look at the kind of gun game which he is depicting. But Aura is gaining their stance. Aura is getting together. Aura is getting closure. And I guess the cluster has been made. The nade has been cooked. The survival is going to be on point. But let's see what eventually happens to this guy. Team number 9 is facing the wrath of team number 15. That is Team Aura. The kind of gun game is going to be very important. A smoke has been deliberately cooked up. But I don't think the smoke will help him out a lot. Because of course, a manpower is more into the consideration of Team 15. Now the zone is also going to push. Oh, look at that smooth nade, and just like that, he actually threw the nade and just went onto his buggy so that he could actually just fall back. And that was quite a savage moment because he threw the nade and just like that bounced back into the buggy because he knew that connection will be made. That's the kind of confidence you need. That's the kind of importance you need in the lobby. And once again, let me tell you, follow me on my Instagram so that eventually I can gain more and more knowledge from your angles. So yeah, of course, it is going to be quite an amazing one. If I talk about other punch-in coming up very soon, I can see that A7 Scenic Star has been picked off. Aura is still trying to fight it out. Alpha 7 is still in the lobby. If I talk about team number 16, we have team BFD's players, we have Kebabs, we have we have Nooks also in the scene, which are trying to battle it out with the total number of 9 finishes. This team is very, very good in the lobby right now. I can see all the teams securing up to 9 finishes in this lobby, but they are not okay. Alpha 7 got 10 finishes. That's brilliant. They are gaining and they are breaking that 1 single digit point system, and now they are going to get into the double digit point system. They are actually getting 10 points. That's brilliant. But I guess Team DEWA United's player is going to get spotted, and there we go. I guess if he has been spotted, if I'm not wrong, and there we go. One more bullet to get connection, and there we go. Just like that, 11 finishes for Team Alpha 7. That was brilliant. But another spotation was there. Team Bonafide also getting tagged out by the hands of Team Alpha. That was brilliant. That was an on-point situation which was going on in the lobby. But now I'm looking forward to see some more punch-in. I'm looking forward to see some more aggressive gun game by all the other teams which are left in the lobby. For example, if I talk about Team 16, that is Bonafide. If I talk about teams like Aura, I want to see how the gun game is going to be for them. Let's see what happens. I've got the other ID pass, guys. I have to show you the lobby directly, but let's see we'll be able to do or not. That is going to be the major thing. The third zone is going to shrink in very rapidly. Sixth zone is going to be over here right now. 3 teams are left. Look at that beautiful mini 14 shots being dealt. Team Alpha 7 getting choked out very harshly. Now this is the only guy left right now. I don't think there is a possible revival situation coming up because now he has to be in the zone, and if he is unable to go in the zone now, then that is going to be quite a risky one. Look at that, guys. Going for that revival, I don't think that is a possible situation for him. Revival is something which you have to be very considerate about if you are going into the last zone. If we talk about Team Bonafide, well, they are trying to distract Team Aura from the angle of Team Alpha 7, and Aura is constantly trying to put that pressure onto Team Bonafide. If I talk about Team Aura's finishes, let me count it out. 5 finishes for Team Aura, but I guess they are more than capable to get that winner chicken dinner, and getting those finishes are very good, but getting that winner chicken dinner is even better, if you guys know. But Carolo got that knock. That was brilliant. We have 11 finishes for this team. And look at that smoke being bounced out from the back of this guy. But Bonafide has been picked up. That's brilliant. We have 13 finishes for Team Alpha 7. Now Alpha 7 is going head to head with Team Aura. Let's see what happens. Aura has secured only 5 finishes. Constant pressure has been made. Constant space has been dealt. They are providing a chance for Team Aura to come back into the fight. But we have no mercy being picked off. Man, oh man, this is a very bad start for Team Aura. I didn't expect that this is going to happen. But look at that. A rotation being dealt by Muffy. So this is a very good angle. This is a very good fight coming up. And Siapa is the last man standing of his team. I don't think there is a possible situation coming up, possible comeback coming up from this fight. Look at those plays being dealt. He's constantly trying to put that pressure, and there we go. A good knockout was there. Another 1v2 is going to be on point. Let's see, will he be able to get that 1v2 or not? That is going to be the major concern. They are in the zone. All the other guys from Team Aura is trying to constantly get that revival. They are trying to pressurize his mates so that a revival could be there. But if I talk about Kisa, well, he's going to be over there. Kisa has been finished off. Okay, they have been spotted, and the match has ended. Team number 5, that is Alpha 7, got that winner chicken dinner. That was a smooth one. Look at the guy, guys, with some amazing 17 finishes. Well, that's the highest for this lobby. 17 finishes for them. Alpha 7 got that winner chicken, and a huge shout out to A7 Carillo for securing 10 amazing finishes. Man, oh man, that was quite tiring. That was one Alpha MVP being dealt. Star of the match will be A7 Carillo, of course, with a total 10 defeats, with 1 bonus point and a total damage of 12-4-2. Best companion will be BONAFIDE CVOS for 3 revival, 3 assists, and total survival time of 1288. Other than that, Carillo was the final eliminator also. With that, guys, this match is also over. But now we are going to go into the next match. So let me just enter the ID pass. I'll be back very soon. Just give me a 1-minute break. I'll be back with the ID pass.
it off. Always in overdrive, now the feeling's lost. Blind to notice, we've been losing touch. Long gone fairy tale, yeah we killed through.
Alright guys, as promised, we are back into the next lobby. Sanhok will be the map. Sanhok will be the poison of this map. So let's see. Sanhok 1.1 zone swing speed will be there. Play zone damage will be 1.1x. Safe zone first display time will be 60 seconds, and the first zone will be starting at 240 seconds. That is going to be lovely. I guess the match is going to actually stretch for, if I'm not wrong, 25 minutes. But it is going to be quite an amazing one, because Sanhok is one of those maps where you never know which team is going to win, which team is going to lose. But on that point, guys, we'll wait for the match to start. So enjoy the song, enjoy the lobby, and of course, guys, make sure to follow me on my Instagram. Subscribe my YouTube channel also. You can see the whole situation going on the left screen. The Raider Slays is my YT handle, and Raider Slays will be my Instagram handle also. So you guys, you can just go ahead and follow me. Loco, Router, Facebook, and even Geo Games will be the same portfolio. So guys, you can just follow me. 7DIRECTION Esports, huge shout out to them also for providing me this chance. Huge shout out to Esports Empire also for providing me this chance. And of course, guys, you should follow them also for more amazing content like this, for more amazing gunfights like this, because they are the one which are responsible for the lobby. I'm just casting, I'm just providing with you with the whole knowledge of the fights. But on that point, guys, enjoy the song. I'll be back very soon.
Gotta let you say it, 'cause I back it up. So appreciate it, I could back it up. see that it's a lie. 'Cause we always give it one last try. Yeah, you've watched me break 1,000 times. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. Don't wanna know. I'm turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight. Without giving a warning, I'ma leave without giving a. But every time we say goodbye, we all know that it's a lie. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. Don't wanna know. I'm turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight. Happier tonight. Can't be waiting for you in the morning. I'ma leave without giving a warning. I'ma leave without giving a. But every time we say goodbye, we all know that it's a lie. I just wanna be happy.
Won't you say why you're a stranger now? Your eyes escaping mine when I sit you down. Don't you feel like we're holding on onto a fairy tale, but the magic's gone? Been months of bluffing the blushes and faking the butterflies. Wake up, yeah, I'm kicking the castle down. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to
give it to me, baby, don't stop. I party like a drum. I create the world and know who I am. Make her have the pills, make her have the man. I am all the greatest, the great I am. The lion and the lamb, lion and lamb. If you wanna wake up, there's places I could take you. Lost in the dream of what comes after the afterlife. Boom, bop, body like a bass drop. Gon' give it to you, baby, don't stop. I party like a drum. On top, boy, take it like a hold up. Gon' give it to me, baby, don't stop. I party like a drum. Every time
Well, welcome aboard, guys. Once again, we are back with the last match. Let me just change the highlights and all. So guys, of course you are going to enjoy this match also, but the map is of Sanhok, which was actually a bit of setback for the other teams if I'm not wrong. But let's see how the fights are going to be. 0 seconds to go and the flight path is going to be here. So I hope you guys will enjoy the whole flight path and the whole punch-in situation which is going to be over there. And the flight path is going to start from Mongnai, which is the northeastern corner of the map, and it is going to end to the southern corner, which is Bantai, or let's say Camp Charlie semi area. And you guys already know that this is a 4x4 map. That means 4 into 4 kilometer map, which is actually a very short map as compared to Irangal or Miramar, which is a 8x8 map. So of course the fights are going to be pretty on point. The teams are going to be very close and the fights are going to be quite aggressive. I don't think that the teams are going to actually bail out from the fights, but I can already see that the eastern flank is pretty much very empty. Camp Bravo, well, that doesn't have any other team. Lakavi could have one team right now, and there could be 1 or 2 teams coming up into the area of Kampong and all. And if I talk about Team EXO, well, they are going for Camp Charlie. That's great. But other than that, all the other teams are going for the western drop, western locations. For example, Godel is going for that area, which is known as Painan, which is going to get a huge amount of contest. And you can already see Paradise Resort is also getting a contestment. Team EVOS is going head to head with Team APG. That is going to be quite interesting. You can see that Stalker Exok is just trying to stop, trying to actually beat and trying to actually wait for the whole situation to come up into his courtyard. Let's see how the fights are going to be. Let's see how the gun game is going to be established. Man, oh man, that is going to be quite interesting to watch. But we have n number of finishes going on. Godel is getting attacked out quite frequently. You can see that Clutch got the Igel from Team Godel has been picked up. That's bad for him. And Nubi is trying to actually bat it out constantly. He's trying to actually get those finishes into his courtyard. Another one win comes up. That was brilliant. And Nubi secures the finishes. That is lovely. Team Knights is facing the wrath of Team Godel. That is lovely. But now let's see what eventually happens to them. Now let's see what eventually the gun game is going to depict, or let's say what eventually the gun game is going to throw at them back. And there we go. Another guy has been spotted. Another guy is going to go down. That was brilliant in the hands of I'm Nubi. But Neo is noob, and Neo Hume has been picked up from Team Godel. That's a very bad strategy. That's a very bad start for the team right now. You can already see Paraboy secured 1 finishes, Order secured 2 finishes. That's brilliant. King was the one with 0 finishes. But if I talk about I'm Nubi, well, he has also secured 2 amazing finishes. But Team Godel is constantly getting pressurized, which is something I never wanted to see. But Team Godel is getting punched out quite frequently. If I talk about Team APG, well, they are also securing a lot of damage. Team EXO is meanwhile very safe. That's a good thing for them. But Team APG is constantly trying to punch out, and Team EVO secured a very good finish. If we talk about Microboy, well, Microboy secured 0 finishes. We have KF with 2 finishes, Redface with 0 finishes, and if I talk about Lysak, well, he has secured 2 finishes. That's brilliant. Other than that, we have another comeback coming up right now. ONIC Joe Brenky is going to be here in the area of half, and we have SZSE, which is going to take it a fight. We have Sunan, we have 33Z, but if I talk about Taoshil and Yangs, well, they have been picked off. That's bad. Sunan has been picked off. That is a very bad situation. But in the map of Sanhok, you have constant a number of highlights, constant number of fights going on in the lobby. EXO is also trying to take a fight. EXO is also trying to eliminate one more guy. You can see that they have a PS with 1 finishes. That's brilliant. But if we talk about even Scrim, well, he's a pretty much AFK guy. That is a free kill for the other teams. If we talk about Team ONIC, well, they secured 4 amazing finishes. That was absolutely brilliant. This is the map of Sanhok, where 18 teams were there in the lobby, if I'm not wrong. But right now, currently, we are left with only 15 teams, because the number of push-in, the number of punch, the number of aggression in this lobby is going to be on point. point. If we talk about team DEWA United, well, look at that, guys. DEWA United is constantly trying to pressurize team IHC. IHC is also getting punched out. Zeol with a very lit situation. If we talk about Alex, well, these guys are trying to put some smokes. These are trying to put some mollies also, so that eventually they could block the path of all the other teams which are trying to push in onto them. But of course, it is not going to be that easy because they could get tagged out quite frequently. But team EXO is still alive in the lobby. Team GODLIKE, I am Newbie if I'm not wrong, is still alive. That's brilliant. But Zeol has been picked off. Man, oh man, team IHC is gonna go down, and there we go. DEWA United gave a comeback very strong into the map of Sanhok. I guess this is the map they prefer to fight in. This is the choice of their poison. This is the poison of their choice, if I'm not wrong. And Gardon with 1 finishes, T-Boy with 3 finishes, and hence Public with 1 beautiful finishes. That was amazing. Jersey 21 also impacted a lot in the lobby, but still they have been evacuated. If I talk about I am Newbie, well, this is the lost man of his team right now. He is trying to scout, he is trying to devour all the other teams which are in front of him. But team number 3, that is, let me tell you the name, that is NATUS VINCERE. Well, they are very good into the fight right now. So let's see how the punching is going to be there. Let's see what eventually happens to them. We have Paraboy, we also have King in the scene with 2 amazing finishes. They are trying to take that 1v1, and this is one of my favorite guns which King is holding right now, and that is Thompson. Man, oh man, that is a sweet little gun. But if I talk about team number 20, the most consistent team of this lobby is here right now, and you can see that we have team number 8, we have Paraglaive, we have Jester, we have Scourge, we have Ezreal in the scene. In the last match, Ezreal was replaced by some other guy, but in this match, Ezreal is here right now. So let's see what eventually happens to them. Let's see how the gun game is going to be over there. Let's see how the gunfights are going to be established, because this is one hell of an interesting fight which is going on in the lobby. TYC Sun is also getting pieced out, also getting tagged out quite secretly. Team ONIC is still here. Joe Brinky is going to be over there right now. That is lovely. But if I talk about Team 2IC Sun, well, they are actually losing one of their guys. Foxy has been picked off. That's a bad start for the team. But if I talk about team number 8, well, they are also facing a loss of one guy. Skulls has been picked off, and there is not a possible chance to actually get that revival. And there we go. Another guy goes down. Jester is here. Scourge has been picked off. Ezreal has been fully finished. Glove is also here right now. But team number 20 is constantly trying to pressurize them. And you can see that we have 2IC Sun, which is trying to push in at this moment. 21 season. Yeah, that's what the name is. Okay, the nade was there. DPS is into his hand right now. One good shot of DPS can actually eliminate it out. And there we go. He was trying to put that DPS into the workout, but that DPS will actually get choked out. And just like that, Paraglaive was the one to actually get two finishes. That was sweet. Now we have Batman and Starfa still trying to fight it out, still trying to battle it out. But we have another fight coming up. We have another closure coming up in the lobby. Boot camp, near boot camp, we have Team DEWA United, which has been obliterated by Team Aura. This is the team, if you guys remember, which actually choked the winner chicken dinner. They were very close to getting that winner chicken dinner, and they just lost it. They just lost the whole situation. They just lost the whole winner chicken dinner into the hands of Team Alpha 7 in the last match. But in this match, let's see what eventually happens to them. You can see that I am Newbie is again coming back into the fight, again bouncing back into the lobby. What do you think about that, guys? How the fights are going to be, how the situations are going to be handled? That is the major concern. Knights Neo is here right now. That is lovely. Knights Nemipo, yeah, that's what the name is. I am Newbie, still waiting it out, still trying to hold. There, Paraboy is also trying to fight back. Let's see what eventually happens. King has secured 0 finishes, but I guess Team Knights players are already very tagged out as somewhere. And there we go. We spotted him out. Just like that, Team Knights have been obliterated, and Team Envy secures 5 beautiful finishes. And look at that beautiful small guy, which you can actually get by opening some crates. To be exact, spending some UCs. Yeah. Now let's see what happens. Team EXO is pretty close to Team BONAFIDE, and there is a fight coming up very soon, if I'm not wrong. BONAFIDE's Nukes is here. We have Cheetah also trying to scout all the areas, smelling all the paws of the enemies. And other than that, we also have Keyballs in the scene. We have U of FW also in the scene trying to battle it out. Let's see how the 1v1 is going to be, or let's see how the fights are going to be established. That is going to be the major concern. I can already see that the teams are trying to obliterate, but look at this far away fight coming up. We have Team ONIC with only 8 number of finishes, which is pretty far away from the location which we wanted to see. Look at that, guys. They are fighting it out into the area of Hearth, and they have got 8 amazing finishes. That's amazing. But buddy, you have to be in the zone, because the zone is going to shrink in very rapidly, and once that happens, you are unable to get those finishes into your quota. So these are some things which you have to be pretty aware about. But if we talk about team number 20, look at that. They have spotted him out. Microboy is going to go down. But if we talk about some other guy from Team EVOS, we have Lyzug trying to actually bait him out. Red Faces trying to rotate from the right angle. He's trying to flank from a different angle, so that eventually this fight goes into his courtyard. Look at this situation coming up right now. This is absolutely sweet. The kind of gun game which this guy is trying to depict is absolutely amazing. But Microboy, well, his life is counting into the backward areas. And if we talk about Starfa, well, he's coming back into the fight. Let's see. what eventually happens to Safa also. Oh man, look at that. They've just spotted him out, they just eliminated him out. That was absolutely amazing. Another fight is going to be over there, and just like that, they have been picked off. That was smooth. LAZARUS was there. Now the only thing which is left is to actually get a revival for Micro Boy, but he has been eliminated by Team Boom, and now Team Boom is going to decimate them out of the zone, and they are in the zone, and that's a great thing for them. And look at that, guys. Look at the spray getting connected, and he's super duper lit, but still he's not going to get knocked out because he's in the zone. Now if we talk about Team EXO, after securing one finishes, Team EXO is getting shattered by the hands of Team BONAFIDE, and you can already see Team BONAFIDE is trying to actually crush the souls of all the other teams. Already you can see that the fights are going to be on point, already the punches are going to be on point. Team EXO meanwhile trying to depict the whole situation. Panku going to get that revival. Sensei also facing the wrath of Team BONAFIDE. EVOS, that will be the man who is actually trying to pressurize the whole fight with that beautiful QBZ. He is trying to pressurize. Sensei was picked off. Man, oh man. Sensei was picked off by, I guess, Nukes, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, Nukes and Cheetah and EVOS. These are the members here. But if I talk about Team EXO, Sensei is going to get that revival. Punk is back onto the feet. Punk is back onto the gun game. Punk is trying to depict the aggression which is required in the lobby. That is going to be lovely. But Cheetah is going to flank from the right angle, and this flank could actually get a very huge number of eliminations at this moment, and this could actually risk a lot of situation. So let's see what Team EXO does, because they are pretty much wide open and they can be easily eliminated from this angle. 25k likes can be very close. So let's see, guys, can we hit 25k likes or not? Panku meanwhile getting decimated from the right angle. Well, I guess Panku is gonna go down very soon. Panku is going to go down very soon. So let's see what eventually happens to him. Panku is still trying to bait the fight, and if I talk about Team BONAFIDE, well, there we go. BONAFIDE goes on, and that was a damn good drop shot by Panku. That was amazing. EXO Immortal was absolutely very amazing. But now, if we talk about Team BONAFIDE's other guy, we have Nukes, and Cheetah is also going to be here right now. So let's see what eventually happens to Team BONAFIDE. Let's see what eventually happens to the fights. Let's see what happens to the game. Okay, now I can see that teams are trying to scout, teams are trying to actually get those angles into the perspective right now. Punk is going to be here, the nades have been already dealt right now, and guys, I'm really very sorry if I'm pronouncing the name incorrectly, because the thing is I've got the slot list, whatever slot list I've got, I'm trying to pronounce on that terms, because then the orgs actually do the drama and all. So I don't want that kind of stuff. I am going to pronunciate whatever is written into the slot list. I am really very sorry. I know the teams are not there. That was Nova, that was Paraboy. I know everything is there on point, but still, whatever the slot list is provided to me into the description or into me into the DM of WhatsApp and all, I will pronunciate that only. So I'm really sorry about that. But Team EXO meanwhile has secured 5 amazing finishes. That's brilliant. Team GODLIKE is still in the alive in the lobby. That's brilliant. Clutch God meanwhile idling. I am Newbie. That's brilliant. Neo is also here. Neo Home is also going to be here right now from Team Nova. We have Paraboy still trying to fight it out. Let's see what happens to them. Well, he is the last man standing of his team, securing 2 amazing finishes, but right now they have to go head to head with Team ONIC, because Team ONIC meanwhile is another team which has decimated the lobby into the half, because they have secured 8 amazing finishes into the first half of the lobby. That was absolutely important for them, absolutely encouraging for them. But there we go. Rosie is going to go down, if I'm not wrong. Rosie has been picked off. That's bad for him. Rosie is going to be punched on. If I talk about Cleon, well, he is on the back foot areas. Rosie is going to go down. Cleon is going for that revival, or let's say going for that redemption, but Paraboy is not going to give that chance to him. And there we go. Paraboy with that beautiful EMP45 is going to push in very soon. Cleon is here right now on point, and Paraboy has to do that magical stuff, otherwise he's going to go down. Cleon is again cooking on 8. That is brilliant, but Cleon has been spotted, and there we go. Cleon is going to go down very soon. Let's see what Paraboy does. Let's see how the comeback is going to be there, and I guess Paraboy has been tagged out quite frequently. Cleon actually decimates Paraboy also, and just like that, Team Nova also goes down. That's bad for them. Now GODLIKE is still in the lobby. GODLIKE is coming back. Look at that. I am Nubi was the one to actually get that smooth finish. Jacob Boy was picked out, but Nubi is still in the water, so that's why he was unable to actually put any kind of damage, put that any kind of perspective into the fight. So let's see what eventually happens to them. I am Nubi is going to be here. Let's see what happens. Cleon is already trying to decimate the fight right now, but I am Nubi is constantly trying to push in, and this is a very risky fight because he is far away from the zone right now. Look at that, 59 meters more to travel in the zone. He has to be in the zone right now. He could easily gatekeep from that angle, but no idea what he's trying to think, what he's trying to pressurize at this moment. But I am Nubi is constantly trying to aim for Cleon, trying to aim for the other guys, but they have been spotted. Look at that. Cleon manages to take him out, and Team GODLIKE also goes down just like that. GODLIKE is gonna go down. GODLIKE is eliminated by the hands of team number 7. That is Team ONIC with 10 amazing finishes. Team ONIC is constantly trying to finish the whole lobby. That is absolutely amazing, man. Man, oh man, that was absolutely brilliant. But meanwhile, another team from India is Team EXO, which is constantly trying to keep themselves very alive in the lobby. In the top 6 teams, EXO is there. Top 6 teams and top 18 players are going to be there. Every team has a minimum of 3 players left in the lobby, which is again quite a tiring situation for all the other teams which are not going to survive. But Immortal has been picked off. Aura Jaden was the one to actually get that knockout, if I'm not wrong. But Jaden, with that beautiful sweet angle, is trying to decimate Team EXO, and this could be a very decimating situation. But we have Siapa picked off by Panku. That's amazing. Siapa actually comes up with a very good fight, but Panku was the one to actually put that full stop into the consideration, and he was very good at it, and due to which he secured that finish. But Panku, meanwhile, is also getting decimated by Aura's No Mercy. Now Fierce, the only guy from Team EXO, is going to survive. Let's see what happens to them. India OP once again into the chat right now, but of course all the other teams are trying to decimate them. That was a good shot, but Immortal could get a revival. Immortal could come back into the fight, and there could be a possible 2v3 battle, 2v4 battle coming up very soon. So there we go. Immortal goes down for that revival. That's smooth. They are in the zone. There could be a possible situation coming up. Meanwhile, we have another team which is going to distract Team Aura to actually take EXO down. So this is the team which is going to distract them. ONIC is again onto the front foot, and they are again looking forward to get some fights. 12 finishes for the team. Look at that, man, oh man. Team Aura is again getting a full stop onto their gameplay. In the last match, Team Aura was very good at getting those position points, but eventually they were taken down by Team Alpha 7, and look at that. In this match, another thing is going on. Fierce was the one to actually put a full stop from the back angle, and just like that, Jaden is going to go down. There is no possible survival coming up, and Jaden has been taken down. Now Fierce is again trying to secure more and more finishes, so let's see what eventually happens to them. Let's see what eventually happens to the takeout. Let's see what eventually happens to the gun game of Team EXO in front of Team ONIC, or let's say Team Aura. Well, Aura is on the back foot. You can see that Kaisa is not coming into the front fight, but if I talk about Team ONIC, they are constantly trying to pressurize, constantly trying to pressure on to the areas. Rosie is on the right angle. He's trying to scout from another angle, but Team EXO is very keen on getting the rotation into their perspective. They want to be in the zone. They want to actually hold a very good stuff, very good area, so that eventually they could take out more and more guys from that angle. That would be smooth for them, but they have to focus on to the terms of heal, the terms of utilities they have at this moment, because this is the map of Senok. You never know from where a team is going to bounce, so you have to be pretty vigilant about those situations also. And I guess Team EXO is more than capable of doing that kind of amazing stuff, but eventually the lobby is full of all those Pmgc stars which are going to actually combat it out, or let's say get that fight into the perspective. That is going to be amazing. And once again, guys, I would like to request all of you to actually follow me on my Instagram handle also, so that eventually I can support you and you can support me. We both can actually cherish from each other. Let's be a parasite. Anyway, let's see what happens to them. Now we are left with only 4 teams. Team Bonafide has taken down. Team Aura has been taken down. That's bad start for all the other teams. Let me check out all the other teams which are left in the lobby. So we have team number 7. Let me check it out. Okay, we also have team number 2's EVOS LAZARUS. Oh man, look at that. He's going for that heal battle. That is smooth. 15 first aid kits for him. That's a huge number of first aid kits into his courtyard right now, but of course he has to be in the zone. Now he's trying to actually be in the top 4. That is good, but Team ONIC is going head to head with some other team which is known as Team EXO. So let's see how the fights are going to be established. We have Fierce and Scene. We also have Immortal pretty much close. Let's see what eventually happens to them. Let's see how the fights are going to be established. Let's see what happens to them. Gun game is on point, the fight is on point, but of course the noise is also going to be. And please guys, be safe about the COVID situation and all. I'm also getting a cold because I am facing cold, and that is why my nose is running at this moment. I don't know my voice is coming very smoothly or not, but still guys, ONIC is going to be there with 4 amazing finishes. Cleon is here with 7 amazing finishes. That's a quite a tight situation. I can already see a good gun game coming up from Team EXO also. Look at that. EXO is trying to monitor all the situation. They have monitored, they have found out the loophole, and they are going to get that carnage into the perspective, but still Cleon actually finds a clean shit area, and then he's trying to rotate from the left angle. He is trying to flank from the left area so that eventually he could get a good angle, good grasp of the lobby, and eventually take EXO down. Immortal is going to go down, that's for sure, and there we go. Immortal goes down. Immortal has been picked off. Now Fierce is the only one to actually carry his burden, but let's see, will he be able to actually take that kind of gun game into his consideration or not. All the other teams are rotating from the right angle. Look at that, guys. Team Boom is still in the angle, still in the lobby, but still they are pretty much far away from a fight, and Cave is the hub of the fight right now. You can see that another nade comes up. I guess that was a smoke or a nade, I don't know, but yes, of course the smokes were dealt right now, and the pressure was being made. Fierce has been tagged out quite frequently. I guess he could easily drop down into the area which is beyond that cave area. So let's see what eventually happens. Let's see how he is going to tackle with the fight. because of course guys, it is going to be quite an amazing one. You can see that he's trying to scout, he's into the FPP mode, he's trying to pressurize, he's trying to put the spray. He actually put the one guy down. Cleon was picked off, but then Exopios was picked off by the guy that is known as ONIC. Now only 2 teams are left in the zone, and one is Boom, another is ONIC, and the only third team which is alive in the lobby is Team EVOS. Micro Boy from EVOS was picked off quite early. KF was picked off, Red Force was picked off. Now EVOS LAZARUS is here with 21 first aid kit. That is more than enough. I guess he could easily secure the second position, and look at that. He is just constantly trying to devour, constantly trying to actually find more and more first aid kits so that eventually a heal battle, a possible heal battle could be there. And to his charm, only the 5th zone is here right now, so of course the damage is not that much, and the lobby is getting empty quite early. So yeah, ONIC is still here. ONIC is still trying to retaliate. ONIC is still trying to fight it out. Let's see what eventually happens to them. Let's see how the gun game is going to be over there right now. That is going to be the major concern. I can already see teams are pretty much close, but the kind of carnage, the kind of finishes, the kind of gun game which I wanted to see is pretty much far away at this moment. So let's see what happens guys. Boom Exas, Boom Boss KX4U. Other than that, we also have Boom Voka DY, which is still trying to actually scout all the areas, to find all the angles so that eventually a fight could be there right now. And please guys, make sure to follow me also on Instagram. But they have spotted team number 7. Team ONIC could have been picked off, but they are getting tagged out from the left angle. That is going to be quite a tiring one. Look at that drop shot being dealt. That was smooth manner, man. Now Rosie V3 is going to be the last man standing of his team. Let's see what happens. Oh, he just eliminated the guy. That was smooth, yeah. ONIC with 18 amazing finishes is going to torment the lobby. They are going to get that winner chicken dinner also into the courtyard. But look at that. Oh, he secured the winner chicken dinner. EVOS LAZARUS was the one to actually get that winner chicken dinner. Look at the turn of table which came up into the lobby. Man, oh man, this was literally very interesting. I never expected that this is going to happen. But look at that, guys. Team EVOS secured 9 amazing finishes with a beautiful winner chicken dinner. But hats off to Team ONIC for getting 18 finishes and #2 position. A total of 30 points for that team also. That was absolutely smooth. With that, day number 1 of this whole pro Srims is over right now. Let's see that this Srim is going to repeat tomorrow also or not. And I will be here to cast the match, but start of the match will be ONIC Leon and ONIC Nick will be there right now. But that was literally very amazing. That was literally smooth. That was literally very tiring to see, but of course it was quite an amazing experience for me and quite an amazing experience for you guys also, if I'm not wrong. So guys, make sure to like, share, subscribe. Make sure to follow us also on Instagram handle, and you can also go ahead and subscribe 7 Direction Esports channel so that eventually the kind of support, the kind of giveaway which is required in the lobby will be there for you. And yeah, this whole match was casted in PUBG Korean ID, and my name is Raider. My Instagram handle will be @RaiderSlade. Let me just shine it for you, and there we go. You can just go ahead and check it out, guys. Casters results will be there on the left areas of the lobby. But with that, guys, I'll end the stream. I'll be back very soon with another bang. So, tat tak, guys. Peace out. Thank you for joining us. Love you all, and sayonara.